Water Valley Blue Devil football kicks off now. Today's game is brought to you by Turnage Drug Store, Farm Bureau Insurance, Tri-Lake Eye Clinic, Midtown Auto Parts, Mechanics Bank, Water Valley and Oxford, Valley Tool Incorporated, State Farm Insurance, C.W. White Incorporated, Black & Associates PA, Luke's Body Shop, Renaissance Bank of Water Valley, Horan & Horan PLLC, Remax Legacy Realty, Sherry Fisher, Yellowbush General Hospital and Nursing Home, First Choice Insurance with 3 locations, Crow Martin PLLC, and Dunn's Country Store.
Good evening, Blue Devil fans, and welcome to week 4 of Water Valley High School football. This week, the Blue Devils have traveled up to Byhalia, Mississippi, and taken on the Indians tonight. Tonight's game against the Indians is our 4th game of the season. It's our 5th week, actually, but we dropped the first week because of COVID things, and this week will be the 3rd ball game for the Indians. They were open last week, so they did not play. The Indians are 0-2 on the season, but they have played a couple of good teams. So it's not really telling of what kind of ball club they have. They're going to come out hungry tonight, you can bet. Having an open week and having 2 losses, they're going to be motivated. This week we have a new guy on color. His name is, it's the best kept secret in Water Valley, Bob.
Yeah.
His name is Nat Dean. Nat, welcome to the show.
Well, just a privilege to be with you guys tonight. And, Steve, I think you summed it up nicely. This team, if you look at them out here warming up, very big, very athletic looking. This is going to be one of the better teams Water Valley will face this season just with the athletes that they have on the field. I think they've got one kid that's committed to Mississippi State, big offensive lineman, defensive lineman. So Blue Devils have their work cut out for them tonight against the Byhalia Indians.
So what is your assessment of the Blue Devils? It's always nice to get a new perspective. I hate to put you on the spot, but what is your assessment of the offense and the defense this year for the Blue Devils?
Well, if you look at the Blue Devils so far in the season, what I've seen is you look at all the skill positions, and what are they? There's one thing in common. They're young. We are very young.
Yeah.
If you look across the board at any person that touches the football, most of them are sophomores.
That's right.
So it kind of reminds me of the 2016 season when you had Bud and all those guys.
Right.
They took some lumps that year. I think we won 1 or 2 ball games.
But it made them grow.
That's right.
Like stronger, and that could go either way.
It could.
You can get a bad attitude about it, or you can overcome it. And I think Coach Emery is one of those guys that you want steering that ball club.
Yeah, and you see what happened 2 years later.
That's right. And that's my point. So hopefully this team, even though they're young, they're going to be on a learning curve, a steep learning curve. A lot of these young kids, it's their first varsity action, so they're on a steep learning curve. But hopefully through the season you'll see some improvement. I have not seen this team lay down. That's very encouraging. And so as long as they keep fighting, keep battling, I think by the end of the season you'll see a team that matures and looks totally different than what they look right now.
I think you're right. I think that's the expectation this year. It's not – sometimes I know you want to win state every year, but the expectation is to get better sometimes.
That's right.
Especially in a COVID year where there's going to be an asterisk in front of or behind whatever title you had. So that's where we're at. We'll take a break. When we get back, Bob's going to give us a rundown of the history between the 2 schools, and it's not very much, so it won't take very long. But we'll take a break and be back after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Turnage Drug Store, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnages not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drug Store on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley.
Complete Body Repair. They do headliner replacement, vinyl top replacement, air conditioner repair, lockout service, and most any other body repair your vehicle would need. Luke's Body Shop has 24-hour towing, free estimates for any job. Ask about their coast-to-coast carports, buildings, and garages. When you're in need of body repair, take your vehicle to Luke's Body Shop, South Main Street in Water Valley. Open weekdays 8 till 5.
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Main Street Coffeyville Insurance is now First Choice Insurance. We take pride in our customer service. Our goal is to build long-term relationships with our clients through our experienced agents and the ease of doing business. It is our belief that people should be treated equally with the respect and patience they deserve. Great customer service before, throughout, and after the process is our main concern. We strive to give you the best insurance experience. First Choice has insurance to meet your family's needs.
All right, we're back, folks, and it is time for Bob to give us the rundown of the history between the two schools. Bob, get a deep breath, see if you can do it all in one.
Okay, here we go. It is only the fifth meeting between the two schools. The overall series, Water Valley leads 5-0-0. The first meeting, Water Valley won 20-7. That's back in October the 10th of 1958.
Yeah, I didn't do that game, Bob.
yeah, you didn't do that game. Of course, last year Water Valley won 24-14. Games in Water Valley, the Devils lead 4-0, and games here in Byhalia, Water Valley leads only 1-0. So a very, very short series. Now, former Blue Devil player Billy Samuels coached here from 1961 to 1964. This is the first region game for both teams here. The Indians and Devils were in Region 3-3A together. That was in the 2005 and 2006 season. On this date in Blue Devil history, Water Valley's record on October the 2nd is 5-5. So hopefully we can improve on that and turn that into a winning date.
Well, a couple of things I think, Nat, tonight. The offense has got to move the ball. We have not really done that efficiently in the last couple of weeks. We got to get some third down stops and move the ball on offense.
Yeah, and I think that's indicative, again, of, and I hate to go back to it, but the youth, I think it just takes some time for kids to believe they can make those plays. You know, they kind of, early in the season, they're kind of doubting themselves a little bit, not so quite sure what to do, and maybe tonight's the night they step up and have some confidence out there.
That's right. Well, we're going to do the national anthem right now. We'll take a break. When we get back, we'll be ready for kickoff. You're watching Blue Devil Football.
When did insurance companies start emailing handshakes? Why is a billboard the only place you see your agent's face? Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
See agents Chuck Upchurch, Don Gray, and Bradley Brown.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area. A way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
The Grenada Law Firm of Horan & Horan specializes in criminal and civil law. Attorneys Kevin Horan, Jimmy Powell, and Brad Dagnott are ready and prepared to fight for your rights. They will explain today's complex legal procedures and provide individual attention. When you need experience and dedication, let them go to work for you. Contact them at 226-2185 or stop by 1500 Gateway in Grenada. A family practice since 1926.
All right, it's game time, Blue Devil fans. We're in Byhalia, Mississippi. The teams have taken the field. Water Valley had won the toss and diverted the second half. So the Indians will get the ball first, Nat. And one of the things that we were talking about is getting stops and getting stops early. You know, this team has struggled in the last couple of years and the first two games of this season. They're hungry. We don't need to give them any excuse to play a hard game tonight.
Yeah, and what you and I talked before the game, what you'd like to see is stop those third down conversions. When you got them at third and long, get it off the field so that your defense can rest. We're not a very deep team. We're kind of running the same kids back out there, trying to play them both ways some. So when you got a chance to get off the field, get off the field. Don't have any crazy penalties that will keep drives alive. Yep. And you know, get off the field and get your offense out there and see what you can do.
What I've been begging for is to bump receivers on the defense, or for our defense to bump the receivers.
Yeah.
And we just haven't done it this year at all. And you know, last year the kids were telling me that it was our option on third and long if the DB wanted to bump or not. And this year we just haven't done it.
Yeah, you give a free release to some of these athletes, and once they get ahead of you, it's no catching up. They just got too much speed. And you look at these guys from Byhalia, they look long, lean, and athletic. So I'm like you. I would love to see some bump and run coverage up on the line on third down.
John Surratt to boot this thing. He punches it on the right side down. It's going to hit out of bounds. Actually, one of the players caught it for the Indians, but he can't advance it because he was 4 yards out of bounds.
Yeah, he was not a participant right there.
They can either make Water Valley re-kick or take the ball as it lands. I don't think there's a penalty anymore for it like it was in the past.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to re-kick. They're going to make Water Valley. So evidently, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Byhalia has some pretty decent return guys we're trying to kick away from. Byhalia knows that, so they're like, no, let's see that kickoff one more time, see if you might mess up and kick it to one of our deep guys.
Yeah, they're running a 5-2-2, and that's just 5 up front, 2-2-2. And both of their guys back deep can roll, and probably their up backs are not slow either. And John's trying to land that ball somewhere around the numbers or outside the numbers down here around the 20-25.
Yep. He just missed it a little bit. We'll see what he does here. See if he can keep it away from those deep threats from Byhalia.
He's going to boot this one hard down the – he's got a foot into it. It lands around the 10, and he dropped the ball. The return guy dropped the ball around the 10, and he swarmed up at the 10 down to – and he fumbled at the end. But is he down? They're going to rule him down.
Yeah, great coverage. I mean, you like to see that from Water Valley starting the game. John with a nice deep kick down inside the 10-yard line, and then you look up, and our coverage team is right there. They broke down. A lot of times you see on a kick like that that's real deep, the guys just come running down and never break down. But Q Carruthers, first man down there, breaks down, makes the guy turn it inside, and there we are.
If he's not the first guy down, I'm going to beat him Monday.
He's got some pretty good speed.
He is fast.
He's fast.
So the Indians line up first, and they're going to line up with slot right with a – looks like – I don't know if they're running a tight end or an H. Let's see how he lines up. He's going to line up at H. And single back, they're going to pitch to him, and he's coming around the right side and gets stacked up for a gain of about 1. Good start.
Yeah, good pursuit by the defense. They kind of stacked that lineup over the right side, and you would expect Byhalia is going to try to play a little smash mouth early, and then they'll pull it here in a minute. But good pursuit by the Devils on the first play.
Well, I'm one of those guys that if you've got a D1 athlete on the left side, why are you running right?
Yeah, that was a little surprising, but I'm sure they've got some packages where they've got a tight end on that side and an H, so I would imagine they're probably coming this way this play.
Oh, yeah. Slot left this time. Quarterback's going to get it and throw it out to number 11, the receiver. He makes a couple of moves and gets it up to about the 20. Or no, I'm going to say, what about the 17?
About the 17, yeah.
So that's going to be third and about 4 for the Indians. And Blue Devils right here need a big stop.
Well, this is just what we talked about in the pregame talk, Steve. This is 3rd and 4, very manageable for a defense to keep them off the field. We hope to get a stop right here and get the offense out early in the game, and we'll see what happens.
I'm not going to know how to act. If we get a 3rd and out on the first, I might just go get another Coke and some popcorn. That'll be incredible.
Big play.
So Water Valley has Dre McCray in the middle linebacker. The ball is going to be taken. Oh, and hitting the backfield. Yeah. Wow. Nice penetration that time by, who was that? That was number. I want to say Kirkendall, but I don't even see
Sean
his
Campbell,
number.
34.
Sean Campbell. Yeah. There you go.
He shot the gap, a junior.
He blitzed. So the Blue Devils have got a huge stop early. That's good. So the Indians are going to have to punt. And I'm always interested every week to see, especially when we play some of these teams in the peripheral of, how their special teams are going to be, if they're going to have a punt team, kickoff, punt, field goal, whatever. We got a flag early.
No, I think we got timeout. Looks like Water Valley was trying to run a player on late. We didn't have a receiver on the right side covered, and you never want to look up as a coach and see that your special teams is leaving a guy wide open. They may not have a fake punt on, but if he's out there wide open, it's a pretty easy conversion. So I think we had to call timeout.
Yeah, Marion's back there. You don't want to endanger him. We'll take a break for the timeout and be back right after this. You're watching Blue Devil Football.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines, Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of Local Express and Sunoco Fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
At Yalobusha General Hospital, we're not stuck in the past. We strive for excellence in everything from our highly trained staff to our top-notch patient care, as well as our one-of-a-kind physical therapy department. And with our recently updated facilities, you'll not only get the best in patient care, but the latest technology for the most accurate diagnosis and treatments. We're not afraid of the future. We're making it happen at Yalobusha General Hospital.
A better quality of care awaits you here at Yalobusha General Hospital.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
In Water Valley, see your good neighbor agent, Andy Epps, for your insurance and financial needs.
State Farm.
All right, we're back, and the Indians are set to punt this thing off, and their punter is not very far back. Nat, he's like, 12 yards, 8, 9 yards?
Ooh, and we got close, too.
It's a bad punt.
Yeah,
It's out to the right, but it's a good roll. Goes out of bounds about the 40, yeah, they marked it at the 43-yard line of the Indians. So Water Valley starts great field position in Indian territory with their first possession.
Again, when you're a 1-2 team like we talked about, young talent like we've got, you couldn't script a better start for the Blue Devils. 3 and out on defense, not a good punt by Byhalia. You start in their side of the territory, plus territory. So, I mean, this is exactly what you would script if you were a Blue Devil fan.
So CJ will be the quarterback. He's got Q Carruthers in the backfield with him. Water Valley's going to put Marion Morgan way out wide. Chance Dewberry at H, and looks like that's Rucker out there on the far side. CJ hands it off to Q around the right side. He does not have any room. He got hit right at the line, and he had forward progress to the 45, but they're going to mark him way back here at the 48. I don't understand that.
No,
He kept spinning around.
Yeah, he never tried to break that. He just kind of let him take him, and you don't usually see that. You usually see him give it to the forward progress spot.
Right.
But, that play looked really good when it developed, but I tell you, that number 21 shot through for Byhalia, and he's pretty quick. Prince Bentley, he's a junior inside linebacker, 6'2", 235. He's a good-looking specimen.
So Marion and Rucker have switched. Rucker's on the near side this time, and CJ's going to throw it to him. Good catch at the 40. Uh-oh. The ball hit the ground. I don't know how.
Yeah, they should have ruled that down there.
That should have been down right there, but I think he was tackled about the same spot anyway. So, but he did get about 9 yards on the play or 8 yards on the play up to the 40-yard line.
And what you like to see there again, Steve, is CJ took his time. Early in the season, he rushed a few of those throws, but he took his time there, made a good completion, built some confidence. Let's see what we can do here on 3rd down.
3rd and about 7 for the Blue Devils. He puts Marion in motion, and the Indians just come across. 3 or 4 Indians jump.
Yeah, and Coach Embry likes to run that play, that bring a guy in motion, and right when he gets in front of the quarterback, they go with a hard count.
Yep.
And the defense thinks that motion guy may be getting the ball, and they jump. So good call there by Coach Embry.
Yeah, they watch film, and they see every time that guy comes by the quarterback, the ball's probably going to be snapped, and that's what they were betting on. Dre McCray comes in now at running back for the Devils. CJ hands it. No, he fakes it, throws it out to Marion in the slot. He's got the catch. 1st down and more up to the 25-yard line.
I tell you, Marion Morgan is not big in stature, but he is big in the way he plays football. You never see him hardly go down with the first hit. He's going to fight for extra yardage, and you love to see that. And he's a scrappy player.
Did you know, actually, I've had him in my class for the last 2 years, and this year he's seriously grown 2 inches. I kid you not. He was probably 5'6" last year. He's probably 5'8", 5'9" now. He's grown a little bit. This time Dre's going to sprint out. CJ's going to keep it up the middle. He probably maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That play, I think he wanted to run off guard, and there just was nothing there.
Yeah, again on this left side of the Byhalia defense, they're kind of getting some penetration, and so we'll have to correct something there because, like you said, it looked pretty good. He wanted to come this way, but when he looked up, there was some penetration in the backfield. He had to change his plans and didn't really get much out of the play.
So this time Marion's on the near side, and he puts him in motion. Dre is in the backfield. Now Marion goes around, but Dre is getting the ball. And look what happens when the big boy gets the ball. Stumbling all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Water Valley.
Nice run by Dre McCray. He got hit about the 10-yard line, and Dre just stuck that big left-hand paw out there and said, no, I'm not going down. And the kid thought he could just grab him up top and pull him down, and that was not happening.
So a 25-yard touchdown carry for Dre McCray to put Water Valley. You know, he did not have a carry last week, and that kind of hurt my feelings because he's one of my favorite students. And I'm rooting for him on offense, and they're making him play defense primarily this year, and it hurts. But John Surratt on to kick the extra point, Walker Tedford to hold. Snap is back's good. John gets it up, and, of course, right down the middle. Blue Devils are up 7-0 at the 7:38 mark. We'll take a break and be back for the kickoff right after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area, a way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
At Yalobusha General Hospital, we're not stuck in the past. We strive for excellence in everything from our highly trained staff to our top-notch patient care, as well as our one-of-a-kind physical therapy department. And with our recently updated facilities, you'll not only get the best in patient care, but the latest technology for the most accurate diagnosis and treatments. We're not afraid of the future. We're making it happen at Yalobusha General Hospital.
A better quality of care awaits you here at Yalobusha General Hospital.
Main Street Coffeyville Insurance is now First Choice Insurance. We take pride in our customer service. Our goal is to build long-term relationships with our clients through our experienced agents and the ease of doing business. It is our belief that people should be treated equally with the respect and patience they deserve. Great customer service before, throughout, and after the process is our main concern. We strive to give you the best insurance experience. First Choice has insurance to meet your family's needs. Your dream home is waiting. Buying or selling a home is a major life choice. Whatever your real estate needs, Sherry Fisher and Tony Hill can help you reach your goals with confidence. RE/MAX Legacy Realty expertise of the Water Valley market will give you the best possible experience from start to finish. Using the website, you will have all the information you need about the current real estate market. RE/MAX, the #1 name in real estate. See or call Sherry Fisher or Tony Hill in Water Valley.
All right, we're back after the touchdown. John Surratt ready to tee this thing up and get it off, and he puts a foot into it. That's going to be a nice deep kick around the 10, outside the numbers. That's where we want it. We got a couple of guys, Q Carruthers and a couple other guys, finally get him out of bounds at about the 23, 22-yard line. So good start for the Blue Devils, Nat.
Well, you know, you and I at the opening of this broadcast talked about you'd love to see the Blue Devils come out, get a 3-and-out, get a stop, get good field position, and what happens? I mean, they converted a nice third down. Of course, he had a help of a penalty there, but then on 3rd and 3, they brought in Dre for short yardage, and Dre busted a 25-yard run. So can't script the start much better for the Blue Devils right now. Let's see what we can do here on the Byhalia's second possession.
The Indians come out slot right and slot left. They've got a single back, no H this time. The quarterback grabs the ball and hands it off to the running back up the middle. He's got a little room, Nat. He shook a tackle, and he's up the sideline. He stepped out right here on the 48. And they're going to say he stepped out actually before that at the 44-yard line, which is good because he still could have been going up the sideline.
Yeah,
wow.
And you spoke of it earlier when you've got a SEC tackle on the left-hand side. Where did they go right there? He just totally collapsed that side of the defensive front right there. And once that crease was made, we're lucky that he did step out. Of course, we had some guys that converged on him, but that was a big gain for Byhalia.
So I'll tell you what, that's Isaac over here on the right side, number 44.
Yeah, he's got a tall task tonight.
Look at his shoulder pads are hanging out of his jersey right now. That's hilarious. That's Isaac Phillips. This time the Indians run around to the right side. He gets smoked right at the line of scrimmage. He maybe have gotten maybe a foot, not a yard, probably fraction of a yard, maybe a foot, half a yard on that play.
Yeah, Parker Todd came in pursuit right there, and the defensive line kind of held their ground, and then Parker found the gap and shot the gap and went in there and made a tackle. Nice play by the Blue Devil defense.
Well, you know, I was looking at the defense, and I talked to Coach Embry this week about running the 5-2, 4-2-5-2, whatever they're in, and he said we're going to gradually work into a 3-4, but it's a harder defense to run.
It is. It's more complicated.
So 2nd and 9 for the Indians. He's looking to throw this time. He's got a guy a little bit open and hit as soon as he catches it, but he made the catch at the 50. So it's going to be about 3rd and 4 coming up. Nat, good catch.
Good catch, but you know, that's one of those plays, Steve. If Chris Harris misses that tackle out here, that's a big gain. And Chris broke down, hit him in his ankles, took him down to the ground. So a nice play. And again, here we are, just like the first drive, 3rd and 4.
Manageable.
Let's see if the Blue Devils can get off the field.
Manageable for both sides of the ball.
That's
it's
right.
one of those in-between plays. So they're going to go slot left, slot right, single back. They hand it off up the middle, and he's dancing a little bit. He's got – oh, that's going to be close. He may have gotten it. I think they're marking where they're marking him is right on the first down.
It's going to be really, really close. I think if it's a left foot mark, he's got it. If it's a right foot, it's going to be close.
Oh,
I think he's got a left foot.
foot.
Yep. And I see his left foot down, so that's going to be a first down.
Avery Humphreys comes in. You know, he was out with a little knee. He's been. We've got quite a few guys banged up a little bit. Marcus Cook had an elbow issue. Say is still out with a growing injury. Avery's had a knee injury that he's been dealing with, but he's back tonight, and Cook's back tonight. We're still out Say though. So 1st and 10 for the Indians. They hand off. No, quarterback keeper around the left side. He's got a block, and Chris Harris pushes him out at the 35 of the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and that's what you know, that's why it's so important as a Blue Devils to stop that run game, because what's happened, you know, once they start handing that ball off to that big tailback, then all of a sudden they pull it one time, and you see a big gain on first down for about 11 yards. So, you know, we've got to get back to controlling that line of scrimmage, setting the edge so that they can't have those big gains off tackle.
They've got a pretty tall offensive line. I'm not worried about the weight, but they're really tall, and they ran a misdirection play. That's going to freeze your linebackers or get them going the wrong way. This time they put some man in motion, slot left, slot right, hands it off to the slot guy. And, man, he just planted that foot and went right up the field for the first down. Good play right there by that's number 56 Cook. But Indian first down. Man, they're moving the ball.
They are, and you know, that's 4 big chunk plays, what I call chunk plays, greater than 10 yards on this drive. And, again, we didn't see that the first time, but now Byhalia is getting a little more multiple in their formations, a little more multiple in what they're doing, putting guys in motion, not just lining up trying to run it right at you. So, Blue Devils need to, you know, bend but not break right here and see if they can hold them out of the end zone.
5:38 to go in the first. Devils up 7-0. Indians come out, slot left, slot right, single back. It seems to be their favorite formation. And this time, the quarterback's looking to throw the ball. He throws it up over the top. Marion Morgan's got position, almost took it down. Almost.
Very good position by Marion. The only thing that probably could have helped him if he was about 6'1".
Well,
that's
if
an
he was
interception.
6'1", that was a pick.
Yeah, that's right. That's an interception. Everything else was perfect. He just is not blessed with the height, but the talent is there, and Marion made a heck of a play right there to break that pass up.
Yeah. In fact, if the receiver hadn't been as tall, he would have had that, because the receiver wrapped his arms around Marion and kind of knocked that play out.
Yep.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Indians, slot left. This time they bring a guy in at H, and it looks like they want to run to the left side. Their H is going to be lining up right off the shoulder of their D1 guy, and that's where they run. But the Blue Devils, there's a bad hold, and it gets called. Thank you. Avery Humphreys was getting held like he stole something. They were trying to keep him in the store.
Well, I didn't see that, but what I don't like to see is we tackle the running back in the backfield right there. His knee goes down. The referee is looking at the flag, and we could have got a sportsmanlike conduct right there because they never blew the play dead. We don't know what to do. Do you hit him? We saw that he was down, but he gets up and runs.
Kept running.
If you don't blow the whistle, you can't fault the defense.
Well, welcome to high school football. Hey, there's not a week that's gone by that we haven't gotten upset at the refs. Me and Bob said, I think we've cussed them on the break, of course, not on air, but we've gotten after them for the past at least 7 or 8, 9 years.
And you see here, Coach Embry decides to decline the penalty, makes it 3rd and about 12. So I mean, you'd rather take that right there because you know they probably don't have a field goal kicker sitting over there ready to kick the field goal. So
this is a big stop right here. There's going to be 2 more downs. A throw over the middle. What nice play by Marion. Had great coverage again. Ball was a little overthrown, but still it had nowhere to go.
Well, and you got to think they're going for it. I like we talked about. Special teams probably is an issue with Byhalia. A lot of high school teams don't work on special teams as much. They're not blessed with good special teams players, so you'll probably see them line up right here on 4th and 12. Blue Devils really need to make a big stop right here.
I will come up once a week for about $2,000 a year or $2,000 a month or so. You know, we'll figure something out, but I'll help with special teams with any of the teams that won't help as long as they don't play Water Valley in the regular season.
That'd be a conflict here, yeah.
Indians line up in a little bunch formation, basically trips right. Oh, bad snap. The ball hits the ground, and he just lays on it back at the 38. Nice. The Blue Devils are going to get the ball. Not only do they get the ball, but they get 15 yards with it.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Incredible.
We will take it. A ball, bad snap from the center. Quarterback never had a chance. Best thing he could do instead of a scoop and score is just fall on that ball, and that's what he did.
Wow. That's one of those plays, you know, Bryant, Mix will look at Embry, and they just look at each other and go, wow.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Wow. So, third possession for the Blue Devils. They're going to go slot left, put John Surrett in motion, but they hand it off right up the middle, and that is to the other Morgan, Jaden Morgan. And he's right up the middle for a first down, 12-yard gain.
I think we talked about it before the broadcast. The kids that usually touch the ball for the Blue Devils are young. That's the youngest of the bunch. He's a freshman for Water Valley. So a bright future in Blue Devil land with all these young guys that are so critical to the offense.
Well, Marion's out. He played I see him over on the sideline. He's fine. He's not hurt. He's just out. John Surrett's in for him and doing fine. John's got some speed, and he can catch. I know he missed a big one last week, but he can catch, I'm telling you, and he can
John's
roll once he gets it.
He's an athlete.
This time Chance Dewberry's in motion. They're going to hand it off to Morgan again right up the middle. He falls forward for about 3.
Yeah, and here comes Marion, as you just spoke to. But, you know, Marion, he's playing defensive back, so he's running every play. He's playing a flanker or slot position where he's going in motion almost every play. So he's putting a lot of miles in during a football game. So I'm sure he thanks Coach Embry for that breather every now and then.
Well, Bubba Sprouse is in at right tackle, and you know Doug be smiling down watching this one. And he's doing a pretty decent job over there holding his own. He's holding his guy right now.
He's got him.
CJ's got a man wide open. That's Rucker. And, he could only get one hand on it. My goodness, it's like he almost slowed down. Had he kept running, that ball would have hit him in stride.
So what they did right there is they faked the handoff, and Rucker did a stop and go. He hesitated out here and then went, and he was behind the DB. CJ rolling out to his right, couldn't get as much on it as he wanted to, but and I think, like you said, Rucker kind of slowed down a little bit. Mm-hmm. If he runs through that ball, they probably have a touchdown right there.
Sir, I think he saw the rotation on that ball, and it was a little out of spiral, and he thought he slowed down a little bit, and it just carried and carried. This time, Blue Devils will line up slot right. Marion started on the left side and ran across, but they checked up to get a call from the sideline. So slot right. They're going to throw the ball again right up the middle to Marion Morgan. It's overthrown a little bit and almost picked by number 19 for the Indians. He just didn't break on the ball. I think he was watching Marion more than the ball.
And that's one of those throws we talk about as a young quarterback. Chris probably would like to have that one back. He had a little more time than what he thought, and he just kind of reared back and threw that one. And not a bad play, because on third down you'd rather out-throw him than under-throw him, but he'd probably that's one as he develops. He'll take his time and look and kind of survey the field and see if there's any other options besides just his first read.
Well, it seemed like their safeties on that play never even bit on an underneath pass. They were way back. So this time that's Colby Lafayette punts the ball. He gets it up. Man, what a bounce. Where were those last week? That thing took off and rolled 15 yards down the field. You know, the last 2 weeks, every time he's punting the ball, it's hit the ground and either died or went backwards.
Well, and last week that field was wet, and the dew had already fallen. We'd had some rain that week, and, yeah, you're right. When that punt hit the ground last week, it didn't move anywhere. It looked like your wedge shots into the greens there at YCC, Steve.
Only YCC. And I don't know if I could do that anymore still. But, yeah, in the past, maybe about 8 years ago, I could stop one, but Now I have to old man golf. I have to hit it about 20 yards short and let it roll
up. Third possession here for the Indians.
Yeah, and they've got bad field position again. Now they're inside the 10. They're on about the 9-yard line. They've got their work cut out for them. Slot right, they're going to hand it off. They were in I formation. They hand it off to the tailback. He gets hit immediately. Good penetration by the Devils.
Yeah, very good to see. You know that Byhalia, when they're inside their 10, probably going to be a little conservative. They've got that big offensive line, so they say we're just going to run it right at you. And, you know, the Blue Devils are undersized, but what I like to see right now is, man, they are not giving up. They're holding their own. They're letting their linebackers come in and make plays. If that defensive line can just hold these linemen up and not let them get to the second level, our linebackers are capable of making the play.
Well, watch this. If you'll notice, we've got number 51 Jenkins over there on that D1 guy now.
Yep.
And
it's probably a pretty good move.
And that's probably why they're deciding to go to the strong side, on the other side. This time it's a pass up the field, and Chris Harris just he let his guy get a step on him this time, and he's going to get into Blue Devil territory to the 46.
Yeah, not only did he have a step, but the quarterback delivered a beautiful ball right there over the outside shoulder towards the sideline. The DB had no shot. If he, hangs that ball a little bit, Chris could recover, but the way he threw that football, that ball was on time and perfect to the outside shoulder of the receiver. Coverage, wasn't terrible, but once he got a step on the throw was great.
Yeah, if you've got a good quarterback and lay that ball in there, of course, North Panola has done that to us. Winona has done that to us, just hit the guy in stride. That was one of those throws. It just hit him right over the shoulder.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 from the 46. This time it's going to be handed to the tailback around the right side, and Blue Devils make the stop for a gain of about 2. So I'm thinking, they've run twice away from Jenkins this time. Now that Jenkins is lining up on the right side of the field, heads up with their big guy, they've kind of run away from him. So they're respecting him a little bit.
Well, and this is what you want to see from your guy. Jenkins is not quite where Pounders is for Byhalia. He's only a sophomore. But you see the respect they're showing him already. Yeah,
you look at them; they look just alike out there.
And so this is a good learning time for this kid as well.
So tailback, this time they do run towards Jenkins, and Dre McCray gets out there, makes the hit and the stop, but not before they get about 5 yards on the play, so it'll be 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, and just as we make the comment, you see 56 Pounders is like he was listening to us. He said, I'll show you what Division I is, and that time he kind of took
He sucked Jenkins down inside.
He did. He said, I'll show you guys up there in the booth.
Oh, goodness. So 3rd and 3 for the Devil defense. I formation for the Indians, slot left. They're looking to pound this ball, hopefully get it on the ground here, and they do. They hand it off to the tailback. He's hitting the backfield by Parker Todd, and finally rode down inside the 40, about the line of scrimmage, the 30. I think they may give him a yard, so it'll be 4th and about 3 still.
And I tell you, that was actually 44 Isaac Phillips that came upfield from the defensive end and
set
the
Todd?
edge. No, it was 44 Isaac Phillips. He came upfield.
I saw the 4, and I figured it was Parker.
No, it was Isaac Phillips. It was a great play to disrupt the run game right there.
All right, we're under a minute in the first quarter. Water Valley up 7-0, and the Indians are struggling on this possession. They did so well last possession. They took it down the field and then just had one bad set of 3 plays and then had a bad snap and gave it back to the Blue Devils. We need that again.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if the quarterback doesn't do a fake and keep here. No, there's no quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and he just got nowhere. Devils get the stop. Wow, and now we got a little fight going on between Isaac, number 21.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. 21's a linebacker. We called his name out earlier. Bentley, yeah. And he kind of took Isaac to the ground and then just made sure he was going to stay on top of him, and Isaac didn't take too kindly to that.
No, he didn't like that. Let me up. He may have even snuck one of those little kicks between the legs.
Yeah, it was close to a penalty. I was kind of watching the referee. Luckily, it would have been a dead ball, so it wouldn't have changed the possession. But
it was after the.
Yeah, you would not want to see that.
We'd have had first down, but 15 yards back.
That's right.
So Jaden Morgan is in behind CJ. He's going to be the lone running back. That's Colby Lafayette on the near side. And it looks like Marion to the far side. Chance Dewberry at H. And we brought another guy in to seal that left edge so Morgan can run that way. And he got about 5 or 6 maybe on that carry.
And that's a good 5 or 6 yards, Steve. That play was really stopped, and Jaden found a little crack to sneak through and got through there and got the first down, which will take us to the end of the first quarter.
So at the end of one quarter of play, the Blue Devils are up 7-0. We'll be back after this for second quarter action. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Dr. Steve Edwards and the Tri-Lake Eye Clinic team strive to provide the best in optometry services. They're a full-service eye and vision care provider, accepting eye emergencies as well as scheduled appointments. Patients go there because they know they will receive the personal attention and professional care that is their foundation. They'll explain every exam and procedure and answer all of their patients' questions. The Tri-Lake Eye Clinic in Water Valley.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines. Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of local express and Sunoco fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
Midtown Auto Parts, your CarQuest dealer in Water Valley, has the parts you need for light and heavy-duty vehicles. Custom-made hydraulic hoses for the farm and heavy-duty equipment. 3- and 4-wheeler parts and small engine parts, too. Midtown turns brakes and rotors. Check out their full line of K&N air filters. Midtown Auto Parts in the middle of downtown Water Valley is now open 6:30 a.m. till 6 p.m., 6 days a week. It's Midtown Auto Parts, the real parts store.
All right, we're back. Second and about 5 for the Blue Devils. CJ hands it off to Jaden Morgan. He's around the right side trying to find a hole, and he finally finds a hole and cuts it up. He's got blockers. And he is up inside the 30, down to about the 20-yard line. Yeah, they mark it right outside the 20. Man, what a big play, but there is a flag back at the 45 of the Blue Devils.
And that's probably going to be a hold. Anytime you stretch it out there, blocking the back is what they're calling. But I'm going to tell you what, Steve, we're seeing a freshman grow up here tonight. He, that play was stretched out, and Jaden was patient enough to wait for that hole to develop. And then once you saw that hole, he shot through that hole and picked up about 40, 45 yards. But unfortunately, there was a push in the back on the far side there, negated that big gain.
Yeah, that's what you want your young kids to learn, how to be patient and look and use your eyes to find the gaps and the holes. Me and Embry were talking about his son, Will, and he said he talked to Will, and he said, so on this play, he said they were watching video. He said, on this play, what happened? He goes, Dad, I don't know. I stepped right and the play was gone. He said it's a lot faster than junior high. This time it's thrown out. Nice play by Rucker out there. He just jumped up, highest point, got his hand on the ball and knocked it away.
Yeah, throw was high. The only, if he doesn't do that, the DB is probably in better position to catch that football. I tell you, you look at Marion out here split left. They had him out wide. Now they've got him back in the slot on this play. But I like the matchup with Marion out here wide, one-on-one, to see if he can't go up and get a ball. 19's not a tall guy either. I think we can take advantage of that.
I would run Colby on a one route, go route, and maybe hit Marion on a hitch or something, and then let him be one-on-one, put a move on this guy. So that's what they're looking to do.
Oh, there he is.
He throws. Oh, Marion's wide open. He's got the catch. Shucks the guy. Oh, he almost shucked him.
Well, what they ran there, I really like that wheel route.
Opposite.
So the outside receiver kind of did a quick slant inside, and it got the DBs together. Marion came off the backside of the receiver, kind of what we call like a wheel route, where he comes to the sideline, and there was nobody. Chris, unfortunately, couldn't really set his feet good, had a little bit of pressure there, so he kind of threw a duck up there, but
thankfully
there was nobody
one was
around.
Yeah. But that was almost opposite of what we were asking for. We were kind of asking for Colby to go and Marion to stay. And they ran it reverse, and it worked out. So this time we're going to CJ's going to keep it right up the middle. Good run right there on first down. He got 7 on that play.
Very nice game.
And Devils a hurry-up offense. They're ready to go.
Yeah, I think the coaches see something right now that they can exploit on that defensive front of Byhalia.
Slot right. He hands it off to Q Carruthers right up the middle. Q's got the first down inside the 20 to about, he's still on his feet, to about the 16.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him go quick here again.
Right?
Yeah,
they got him on the heels, and it doesn't seem like the Indians are getting set and they can't get their plays called. They're trying to sub, and that we don't have to allow that.
And there's a timeout by Byhalia. Yeah.
So with 10:33 in the second to go, 7-0, the Devils are up. We'll take a break and be back after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Joe Black and Associates, public accountants located at 306 Railroad Street in Water Valley, are proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devil athletics and academics. Black and Associates wish the best for the Devils not only on the field, but in the classroom, offering individual, business, and estate tax planning and tax preparation, electronic filing, payroll, and general accounting services.
Joe Black and Associates with locations in Water Valley and South Haven. Turnage Drug Store, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnages not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drug Store on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley. Valley Tool Incorporated of Water Valley, serving Yalobusha County for 2 decades, are proud supporters of Water Valley High School athletics. Valley Tool makers of fixtures, gauges, jigs, specialized tooling, precision grinding, production machining, and injected mold repair. Valley Tool with locations in the Industrial Park off of Highway 32 West and Railroad Street in Water Valley. Locally owned and operated by Casey Washington since 1997.
All right, we're back. Blue Devils are marching down the field. Marion Morgan to be in the slot. They put him in motion, and the Devils almost, yes, they did jump. Wow. No. They're going to get Rucker on the far side, aren't they?
Yeah, we had a receiver up top that jumped. If he would not have jumped, Byhalia was offsides, but because our receiver moved, we will have illegal procedure.
My goodness. They're going to bring the smaller and size and number Rucker. As Kiki comes in for the bigger Rucker.
But he's another young one that shows a lot of promise, a lot of talent. He's a sophomore. Kiki's well put together. He's only going to grow over the next couple years, but what you've seen flashes from him so far, he's quick and very athletic.
Well, I don't know if they're all family, but I've enjoyed watching the Ruckers. They're very good for the Blue Devils. This time the pass is intended for number 1 Rucker over here on the near side, but it was just a little bit ahead of the receiver. But guess who's in the backfield right now on 2nd and 14? Dre McCray, so I'm looking for big things.
Well, the success the Blue Devils were having on the previous plays before the timeout that Byhalia called was right up the gut. So they were going hurry-up offense, not letting Byhalia get set. Byhalia runs a 3-3 stacked, so the middle's open if you can get some blocks.
So this time CJ's looking to throw it. He overthrows Colby Lafayette on the left side over here. And Dre may just be more of a decoy at this point, trying to open up and get some time, buy some time for CJ to throw the ball. But on 3rd and 14 right here, I'm going to tell you this is well within John's range. I think he's good up to 40 yards.
I think they'll try it if they don't pick it, but you'd like to see about 5 yards of positive gain right here to see if it can shorten that field goal trap a little bit.
Slot right, CJ's looking, he acted like he was going to pitch and lost yards back to the 25-yard line, so that would put any field goal back over 40. It'd make it around 43-yard field goal.
Yeah, I think you'll see them go for it now. Right. He set up a shuffle pass is what it was. But the play was blown up. There was such penetration in the backfield. They just blew that play up. It really never got off the ground.
I think it was supposed to be kind of like a pitch screen, like he was just supposed to
he was
flip it back
shuffle
forward.
Forward. That's right. Little screen right there in the middle of the field, but it was blown up. But
slot right. Got Demarius Rucker out there on the far side. Marion in the slot, and Colby Lafayette and Chance Dewberry going out in the route. So false start for the Devils. That's going to not.
You may see Coach Embry elect to punt right here and pin them deep. You've got 4th and about 25. I mean, the only thing you can do is almost get in the end zone. Inside the 5 is a first down. So
Dre McCray is in the backfield for blocking. I think that's, we were saying that last week. It may be just for blocking.
Yeah. pass protection right here.
So Dre steps up in the middle, and he's going to throw it up to Kobe Lafayette on the outside. Kobe goes up and makes a play, but loses it when he hits the ground. Wow.
Well, and that's one of those where Coach Embry says, you know what, if you throw an interception here, they're going to be pinned down inside their 5-yard line. Throw it up. Maybe we get a defensive interference call. Heck of a pass. Kobe goes up, makes a heck of a play, but when he hits the ground, the ball just comes out.
Golly. That hurt. Indians will take over, but I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Devils tonight. They're taking it right to the Indians, and they're not backing down from a couple of these bigger guys that they're facing.
Yeah, and I think you'll see us get back in that run game. Penalties hurt us right there, kind of took us out of what we wanted to do and what was being successful. But if we can get a stop here, I think you'll see us go more hurry up into that quick run game.
Devils are giving a little bit of pressure. The Indians want to pass. They throw it out in the flat. Good catch. That was number 2 right there for them, Jacorian Smith. And, man, I mean, they look like they'd practiced that a couple times.
Yeah, they ran the outside guy deep, as you called it earlier, a one route or zero route, some people call it. Ran him deep, ran everybody off, and then ran the inside slot receiver to the outside and picked up a nice 9 yards on first down.
So Q Carruthers has moved into the safety spot over here on the near side. Marion's in the safety spot on the far side. This time they handed up the middle. Good penetration by Dre McRae. Wow, he met him heads up right in the backfield. And, man, if they don't lose yardage on that, that'll be a terrible spot.
I think they gave him the line of scrimmage, but I'm just going to tell you, Dre, that's what you call filling the hole right there. Dre came up, filled his hole, met the running back in the hole, and I can tell you number 11 in the blue and white did not lose ground.
No. He may have even picked up a little speed on the hit.
Yeah, he drove through the running back, and that's what you want to see.
So slot left, slot right for the Indians, single back. They're most likely going to run it. They hand it off to the lone back, and he just has a big hole up the middle, and he's missed by 2 guys. Marion Morgan's got a chance to get him. Q Carruthers will have him if he doesn't. Marion actually gets him out of bounds inside the 30, or inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The Indians' big play.
Well, Water Valley was guessing they were going to go off tackle, so they ran a bare front, leaving one linebacker in behind, and, you know, once he breaks in the gap there, and if you make one key block, which they did, big hole, big hole. We're lucky that Marion was able to run him down before he got in the end zone.
Well, didn't want to see that, but they're still not in the end zone yet. Slot right, slot left for the Indians. 8:45 to play in the second. This time single back. They're going to throw it. They're looking to throw it. They throw it out to the right side. It's broken up right. Nice play by Chris Harris out there. Got a hand in.
I'm going to tell you what, Steve, that was a big-time play by Chris. You saw him get beat earlier in the game, but what you like to see there, confidence. That kid came across, put that right hand up, knocked that ball away. It looked like it was going to be another completion for Byhalia, and Chris made a great play on the ball.
Well, you know, just from my years of experience watching football and football practice, DBs are going to get beat.
You're going to.
It's how they scrap. Are they going to come back and fight and be a DB, or are they going to lay down and get their feelings hurt? And Chris is not one of those. He's going to come up and fight every play.
Well, he's matched up now, number 11, the kid that did go deep on him earlier, so it'll be interesting to see what Byhalia does here.
They throw it out right to him. Chris is in the backfield, but Ty Kirkendall makes the play. Chris almost had it. He wasn't fooled by the little quick pass right there.
Well, because of what he did, it allowed Kirkendall, the receiver, to kind of have to hesitate, got knocked off his route a little bit, and Kirkendall was there to finish him off. So another third down for Byhalia. Let's see if the Blue Devils can get off the field. Third and about a long 10 yards.
Yeah, if Chris doesn't come up that quick, he's got the outside.
That's right.
So third down and long for the Indians. They line up slot right, slot left, but the right side is very tight. They're looking to throw it.
The Indians never got set there. That's got to be a penalty. They're never got set.
It's coming back 5.
Yeah, they still had guys trying to line up.
So this is the exact situation that I've been begging, please, please, please bump the receivers. Bump your outside guys minimum and let your safeties do work.
Well, how many times did you see last week against Winona that on third and long they just threw it up down the field and completed the pass? To your point, knock them off their route, get a little bit of pressure, and see if you can disrupt that quarterback's timing.
Yeah, and that way your safeties have got all day to read the play. Are they only sending 2 deep? You know, if they are, they're going to key on that. So the Blue Devils are they've got a ton of people in coverage, but nobody's really deep. They throw it out to the middle of the field, and that almost could have been picked by Marion, but he was more worried about his side of the field, and it was just overthrown a little bit, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, if you look out on the field right there, Blue Devils decided to go all coverage. They only rush 4, drop 7 in coverage. Quarterback looks up, trying to find somebody halfway open. And it looks like here Blue Devils going to play a little bit. Almost like they're going to play a little bit of a prevent here. They're putting in a prevent defense. I mean, you got 4th and about 20.
5 people in the secondary.
Yeah. They're going to rush 3 here and drop everybody in coverage. What you don't want is a defensive pass interference here. Just go up and knock the ball down.
So quarterback drops back, and he's looking deep. He's looking at the left side, and he hums it up. Marion Morgan's coming in and breaks the play up in the end zone. Nice job by the safety, Marion Morgan.
When that ball was released, it looked like a sure touchdown.
Oh, he was wide open.
Of course, they're playing quarters right there. Marion did what he was supposed to do, and he broke over. But, man, when he released that football, you thought that's a touchdown.
Yeah. You know, I saw him break, and Marion was reading the play, and he was looking to see that guy, and it's almost like he didn't pick him up until he was wide open.
Yeah, with 2 high safeties there, Marion knows once that receiver gets by that DB over there, that's his coverage. And he was a little late getting over, but he made it just in the nick of time. So
sometimes that's a good thing, though, because you don't allow the receiver to set up and make a play on you.
Yeah.
So turnover on downs, the Blue Devils are going the other way. They're going to line up single right, single left. Slot right, I'm sorry. And CJ's just going to keep it himself around the right side, hoping to get a block, and he may have picked up 1 or 2.
Yeah, and this is where we talked about earlier. Marion, you'd like to see him in right now. He's such a weapon on both sides of the ball, and here he comes as we speak. Yep. But he just ran and covered 3 consecutive pass plays, and so you got to think he's pretty winded as well.
And we obviously had a penalty. Blue Devils are getting backed up, and this has killed us. That's got to be a hold.
Yeah, I didn't see the call, but usually when you run outside like that, it's a tackle that's grabbed a little too much jersey. I mean, let's be honest, a jersey's grabbed on every play that's run, but sometimes you grab a little too much, and the referee sees it and decides to give you a penalty.
Those are drive killers. You know, they talk about things that stop you from success. That's one of them. Snap is back. CJ's going to keep it and try to get out to the near side. He's beat his man, kind of, and then gets over the 20 to about the 23-yard line, 22, 23-yard line. Pickup of a couple, but you still got second and about, 16, 15?
Yeah, and the DB there, the linebacker, I guess it was for Byhalia, made a good play. He grabbed him by the jersey, but he was careful not to pull. He just kind of drug him down to the ground to make sure he didn't get any kind of horse collar there. That was close.
Well, we're in the month of October now, and no more water breaks. That's good. CJ rolls around to the right side. He's looking for a receiver. He's got Marion. Marion's got the catch up the right sideline, trying to make a man miss, and he's got it almost to the 50 at the 49-yard line. So, wow, good throw and catch by the Blue Devils, and that moves the ball up to the 49 and a first down. Nat, great play.
That's one of the better throws you've seen so far this year out of CJ. Sophomore quarterback rolling to his right. Good coverage from Byhalia, but CJ put that ball on the money where Marion could catch it and turn upfield.
Well, we noticed that number 56 was not in on that play for the Indians, and there comes a point where you just can't play every single down of the game. We'll take a break. They got an injured player on the field. We'll take a break while there's a timeout and be back after this. You're watching Blue Devil Football.
Your dream home is waiting. Buying or selling a home is a major life choice. Whatever your real estate needs, Sherry Fisher and Tony Hill can help you reach your goals with confidence. RE/MAX Legacy Realty expertise of the Water Valley market will give you the best possible experience from start to finish. Using the website, you will have all the information you need about the current real estate market. RE/MAX, the #1 name in real estate. See or call Sherry Fisher or Tony Hill in Water Valley.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines. Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of local express and Sunoco fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
All right, we're back. Blue Devils are moving the ball. Just had a big play from a pass CJ to Marion Morgan. This time CJ's going to try to keep it himself, and he did not make the corner. Good play by the Indians out there on the far side. That was number 32 for the Indians, Jordan Curry.
Yeah,
he
somebody
just got
missed
through.
a block there. We missed a block out on that right edge that
We've
allowed
held
him
him
to come
twice.
free. Yeah, and that may be the reason.
Exactly.
Maybe we're a little hesitant to get out on that block right there. But, you know, Steve, last time we drove down inside the 25-yard line, had a couple penalties, so you'd like to see us convert right here before the half. We get the ball to start the second half.
Slot left. Marion's in the slot. We got Hayden Eubanks, I think, out there on the far side, and Chance Dewberry to H. Single back. I think that's oh, wow. Dre McCray was the personal protector to the quarterback, but his assignment was right side. The pressure came from the left side, and just a big sack by the Indians.
Yeah, and that's your all-SEC, or not all-SEC, but all-state tackle that's going to the SEC.
He's going to be
McKalen Pounders is his name, and number 56. And you just said he took a little break, and now when he's in there, he's pretty disruptive on that defensive line.
Well, that's how you take a good player off, take him out for about 2 or 3 plays and say, nah, you just hang out here for a minute, and they start getting mad and they put him in. And they'll do something special. So the Devils have 3rd and about 18 to go. We need a big play. CJ's getting the ball. He's looking to throw it. He's got Dre running out to the side, but this is going to be a sack again by your boy. Both of the big guys get in there this time, number 78 and number 56.
Yeah, he's 6'5", 297 pounds, and right now we have no answer up front for him. He's just, anytime we drop back to pass, if it's taken over a couple of seconds, he is in the quarterback's face. I think I understand the calls here, but I think that quick run game where we were gashing him up the middle, we may have to go back to some of that because he's eating our lunch up front right now.
Well, I say you hand that ball off to Marion, do a halfback pass or in around or something. Colby Lafayette puts it up high. This time it's a good punt, but guess what it does? Go backwards. Quit it. That ball needs to quit doing that. You know, when I was going through school, punting in high school, of course the coaches didn't care as long as you got it up down the field about 30 yards. But when you get to college, they're like, no, I want that ball, if it hits, to roll forward. And you're like, really? So how can I control that? So you actually have to be good enough to make that ball hit and roll forward. And it's hard.
You put a guy like David Palmer back in the day when you were probably punting with Alabama there, kick it away from that guy, and you kick it over here and get that roll. And you're like, Coach, not a magician.
I remember David Palmer would catch the ball. I was there on the sideline watching this play. He caught the ball and just stood there, just kind of running in place until our guys got down there, and then waited until they got close and took off. No one could catch him then.
He's one of the better ones I've watched come through the SEC as far as a punt returner.
So the Indians have the ball. They're going to hand off to the running back coming around the right side. He's got a little yardage, probably about 9, almost 10. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark him right at the first down, so it'll be a first down on first down for the Indians. Good play.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. We had him stopped at probably about a 7-yard gain. We didn't really wrap up. Marion came up, hit him in his legs, didn't wrap up, and he is able to get forward for the first down.
Slot left, slot right. They're going to hand it off to the left side. And our linebackers came through, but they were chasing him at that point.
And I think we're going to have a hold.
Right.
Again, when you stretch a play out like that, it was thrown by the back judge, but I think he was able to see the hold on the interior of the line.
And that's an odd position for umpire. There's a flag on the far side also.
2. Yeah.
So 2 people saw it, but the fact that he saw it way back here, it must have been pretty obvious.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's usually you don't see a holding from back the deep judge back in the back, but he did see it. So I would say he probably had a pretty good hold of him.
All right, that'll back the Indians. That's what the Devils needed. They needed something to slow this. We don't want to give them any excuse to get going with 3:45 left in the half. You know, we've got a 7-0 lead. We don't need them to come back and tie it up right before the half. That would stink.
Yeah, that's what's hurt us the last 2 drives. First drive, the previous drive was penalties. Last one was sacks. So we want to see us kind of push them back here a little bit.
So first and about 15 for the Indians. They hand it off, coming off the right to try to go off center almost, like in between the center and the guard. And that play just didn't go for much, maybe 2 yards.
Well, I'll tell you why, Steve. If you look, they've put Ty Kirkendall out here on the edge now, and Ty is setting that edge.
Yep.
He's not getting them to suck him down inside 17. Ty Kirkendall, a little bit bigger frame. He's hitting that tackle and standing him up and making that running back cut inside.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that I think coaches, defensive coordinators play with the offensive coordinators, lining different guys up in different positions, and they go, okay, well, we can't do this, we can't do that. And that kind of throws them off their game. Second, about 13 for the Indians. They're looking to pass it, and they throw it out to the running back coming out of the backfield, and he got up the field. Oh, my goodness, he's still in bounds. He's got a first down across the 52, about the 38 of Water Valley. Well, I thought he had stepped out, but obviously he didn't.
Well, and I tell you, Byhalia was very lucky there. As Chris Harris is coming up off of his receiver to make the play, he gets just shoved in the back by a wide receiver on this near side. Byhalia is very fortunate they didn't see it. Unfortunate for Water Valley is that we could have made the play up here for a short gain. Instead, it's a big first down conversion.
Well, it'll all average out, I'm hoping. This time the Indians hand it off. Right side for the Indians. That's a big pickup again. Man, he's running hard. He probably got hit 3 times before he got to the 30, and he made it all the way to the 21. Wow.
Yeah, like, as you mentioned, you just hate to see this right before the half. We had a lot of momentum, got the ball to kick off, start the second half kickoff. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining before the half, and Byhalia is in very good territory to punch this one in.
Both teams have 3 timeouts. This time they're almost the same exact play, but it seemed like it took longer to develop, and the Blue Devils swarmed it. So there was only going to be a pickup of about 3 or – oh, no, it's a pickup of 4. That must have been some really good pushing on the offensive line up there. It didn't look like it went for much, but then you look at the mark, and you're like, wow, okay. Yeah, 5-yard gain.
Running back's tapping his helmet. He wants to come out. He's run that ball about 4 consecutive plays. He's ready to come out. But I do like what I'm seeing by putting that bigger body out here, not letting that tackle just crash that defensive end. So now we've got him kind of flanked up to the outside. But if you do that, as we mentioned earlier, if you stack with that 5-man front, you better be able to fill that gap.
Up the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's been our problem, especially against Winona, Calhoun City. They just ran right up the middle, made one man miss. Swing pass out to the side. Dre McCray is on it. Or that's Ty Kirkendall again.
Yeah, Kirkendall held him up. Parker Ty comes in, finish him off. Loss of about 2 yards on the play.
So 3rd and about 9 they're showing. Maybe a long 8, 1 minute and 17 seconds. Clock's running. That's a bad play right there for the Indians. You're losing time, but they do have 3 timeouts, but have not. Well, no, they don't have 3 timeouts. Somebody's already called timeout.
Yeah,
they're
called
showing
timeout
3,
earlier.
but it's not.
Yeah, when we were running that ball down their throat, remember they had to call a
That's
timeout.
right.
So I think they've only got 2. I'm really surprised they didn't use one there to take a little bit of time. 3rd and long, talk it over, see what kind of play you want to run. Only 50 seconds before the half.
Right, and they're probably going to throw this ball in this situation. So DBs be ready. Marion's at safety. They do. They're backing up, throw it over the middle this time, and it's caught at about the 10-yard line and taken down.
That's going to be a first down.
But it's a first down for the Indians. The clock will stop temporarily for the movement of the chains. 38 seconds left in the first half.
And that's just a good throw. He went and sat in that zone. We played a little zone coverage. He went and sat down. The quarterback found him. That's just a good conversion by them.
Now they're trying to go hurry up and get this play off. Slot left, slot right. He's looking back. He's looking over the middle. He's got a hand, but he's going to try to run it himself, and he's got some room. He may make it. Yeah, he got it. Touchdown, Indians. That's going to be a 10-yard run, 9-yard, 10-yard run by the quarterback.
Yeah, and then, you know, on one hand, you like to say that's good coverage by the Blue Devils in the backfield, defensive backfield. Unfortunately, the only man unaccounted for is the quarterback. And when you bust it and
that's one of the problems with selling out in the secondary.
Yeah.
You don't have that extra guy up. So Indians will attempt the extra point, try to tie this thing up. Number 6 will be the holder. He gets it down, and it's kicked into, like, I think it was a lower kick than it was a snap.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. It looked like his plant foot either slipped or he was going to maybe not kick it.
He hit the
I don't
ground.
know what happened there. But
the sand was flying, so he hit the ground pretty heavy with his toe. So nevertheless.
You know better than me, that's for sure.
7-6, Blue Devils still hold a lead. 35 seconds to play in the first half. We'll be back for kickoff right after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Dr. Steve Edwards and the Tri-Lake Eye Clinic team strive to provide the best in optometry services. They're a full-service eye and vision care provider accepting eye emergencies as well as scheduled appointments. Patients go there because they know they will receive the personal attention and professional care that is their foundation. They'll explain every exam and procedure and answer all of their patients' questions. The Tri-Lake Eye Clinic in Water Valley.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area, a way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, had a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
In Water Valley, see your good neighbor agent, Andy Epps, for your insurance and financial needs.
State Farm.
Blue Devils gave up the touchdown, but the Indians failed to convert the extra point. They're set to kick it off. We're hoping maybe the Devils can get a run back right here, Mr. Dean. Maybe we'll get to see us.
35 seconds, you never know. Let's see what we can do
line
right
drive
here.
down to, that's going to be Rucker. And Rucker's got it. He's headed up the left side, but he just ran into traffic. We missed about 2 blocks right there. And I'm kind of wishing Q would have had that ball and Rucker blocking, because I don't know. I just feel like Q's a lot quicker with the ball. Nevertheless, Devils have got, I don't know if they're just going to take a knee. They got 16 seconds. I would like to see them.
I would imagine 16
run
seconds.
it maybe once.
Yeah, you're getting the ball to start the second half. You don't want to do anything crazy.
You don't want to throw it up.
Yeah, I would imagine Coach is going to take a knee here, go into the half, regroup. They had a really good game plan, and they are in that what we call victory formation, so they're going to take a knee here.
Yeah, so Blue Devils are going to run the clock out in the first half and go in with a lead. And 13-12.
Well, I think the coaches have to be pleased with the first half, Steve. Saw a lot of positives. I think they definitely got better so far. We'll see if we can come out in the second half and continue to improve.
Well, our negatives didn't hurt us as bad this week.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's the end of the first half. We'll take a break. When we get back, it'll be time for the Dunn's Country Store scoring summary. Hey, that is about the 3rd week in a row I got that right. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Blue Devil Football.
The Grenada Law Firm of Horan & Horan specializes in criminal and civil law. Attorneys Kevin Horan, Jimmy Powell, and Brad Dagnott are ready and prepared to fight for your rights. They will explain today's complex legal procedures and provide individual attention. When you need experience and dedication, let them go to work for you. Contact them at 226-2185 or stop by 1500 Gateway in Grenada. A family practice since 1926.
At Yalabusha General Hospital, we're not stuck in the past. We strive for excellence in everything from our highly trained staff to our top-notch patient care, as well as our one-of-a-kind physical therapy department. And with our recently updated facilities, you'll not only get the best in patient care, but the latest technology for the most accurate diagnosis and treatments. We're not afraid of the future. We're making it happen at Yalabusha General Hospital.
A better quality of care awaits you here at Yalabusha General Hospital.
The Blue Devil Scoring Summary is sponsored by Dunn's Country Store on Highway 32 West in the Silverina community. Features hickory smoked barbecue, hand-patted never frozen hamburgers, farm-raised catfish, and their cooked-to-order ribeyes served each Friday and Saturday nights.
All right, we're back at halftime. It is time now for the Dunn's Country Store Scoring Summary. Nat, tell us how it all went down in the first half.
Yeah, first half ended with the Blue Devils with a 7-6 lead, and the game got started off. The first score came from the Water Valley Blue Devils. Dre McCray busted off a 25-yard TD run on 3rd down and short with 7 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. John Surratt came on, and the extra point was good to give the Blue Devils a 7-0 lead. That lead held up through all the way through the end of the quarter and almost through the end of the second quarter till halftime, until with 35 seconds remaining before half, number 14, the quarterback, DeQuan Moore, for the Indians, broke off a run, got into the end zone. Extra point try was no good, so that leaves us here at the halftime in Byhalia, your Blue Devils 7 Byhalia Indians 6, and that's your drive summary.
Well, yeah, I think now the first half, to me, I'm just trying to go from a different angle maybe, but you've got a D1 athlete, as far as the Indians are concerned, you got a D1 athlete over there on one side or the other, wherever you want to line him up. I thought they've done a really good job of mixing it up, not running his way every time. Now, they have had some success doing that, but only because they've mixed it up and not. But the problem is the Devils haven't been fooled when they did mix it up.
Yeah, and I think that's a testament to the game planning from the Blue Devil defensive coaching staff. I think they've had a good game plan. They know where that big guy is. They know where they want to run, so they've kind of stacked that side, made them go the other way, haven't given up the big plays. The few big plays we've given up have been some pass plays that they hit us for down the field, but that's going to happen when you've got young DBs. I think the one thing, Steve, the takeaway I've got of the first half is I think the Blue Devils would love to have that possession, 2 possessions before the half. When they get down there, they had the Indians on their heels. They're running the ball.
Hurry up offense.
They were smart. They called a timeout. Regroup. We come out of the timeout. We have a penalty. Yep. And then next thing you know, you're playing behind the chains. You're trying to throw it, and that promising drive kind of squandered away. We could have been up 14-0. I think the coaches would have liked to have had that drive back.
Definitely. I think you're right. If they don't call the timeout when they did, Water Valley scores and takes a good chokehold on the momentum. And this game probably would be like 21-0 at this point.
Yeah.
But good call by the coach, and the Indians have hung around and tried to get back and even it up. But special teams is going to be an issue. They're going to have to score more than us to win this ball game. They're going to have to score more touchdowns. And I know that's like an obvious statement, but not really, because special teams accounts for your extra points here and there and maybe a field goal. They're going to have to score one more touchdown than we are to win the game, because they're going to be behind from this point on unless they do that. We'll take a break now. When we get back, we'll be back for the second half kickoff. You're watching Blue Devil football.
When did insurance companies start emailing handshakes? Why is a billboard the only place you see your agent's face? Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
See agents Chuck Upchurch, Don Gray, and Bradley Brown. Turnage Drug Store, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnages not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drug Store on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley.
Complete Body Repair. They do headliner replacement, vinyl top replacement, air conditioner repair, lockout service, and most any other body repair your vehicle would need. Luke's Body Shop has 24-hour towing, free estimates for any job. Ask about their coast-to-coast carports, buildings, and garages. When you're in need of body repair, take your vehicle to Luke's Body Shop, South Main Street in Water Valley. Open weekdays 8 till 5.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines. Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of local express and Sunoco fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Blue Devil fans, for the second half of action between the Water Valley Blue Devils and the Byhalia Indians. The Blue Devils won the toss at the beginning of the game and deferred to the second half, so they will be receiving the football to begin the second half, and that is good news because Byhalia came back and scored late in the first half, right before halftime, and the Devils need something positive to get on, maybe hopefully get back on the board and go up 13-14 to 6 early in the game in the second half. The kick is low and to the left. That goes over Chris Harris's head, and it's still in play, going backwards. No one's down there. Kiki Rucker falls on it inside the 10. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know what Chris was thinking there, unless he thought somebody was behind him and he was going to let it go to them. But the way the alignment was, as you mentioned earlier, that 2-2 they had there, Chris should have fielded that ball. A couple scores of interest real quick, Steve. I know we've got some other region games going on tonight since region play kicked off. At the half, Senatobia leads North Panola 7-0.
Wow.
And Independence leads Holly Springs 33-0.
Nice. That is kind of almost expected, but you wouldn't expect Independence to be like incredibly strong like that at halftime.
Yeah.
So that's a team we're going to play next week. We got to watch out for that. All right, CJ puts Marion Morgan in motion, and he's going to hand off to the first guy through. That's Jaden Morgan, and he doesn't get much, man. He maybe got a yard. He might have gotten a football length.
Well, whatever he got was a total dogfight. Jaden got met right in the hole and just kind of kept plugging his legs to get whatever positive momentum he could.
Big boy's got a little limp. Their linebacker, their middle linebacker's got a little bit of a limp. So Devils have 2nd and 9. And single left, slot right. They put Marion in motion. They're going to hand off to him this time around the right side. He's got a little hole. He's going up the side. Oh, man, he almost broke it. He had 2 guys out there that could possibly have stopped him. But, you know, you see that play all the time, and one of them will get juked, and then the next one gets juked, and they're gone. So good play by Marion.
Well, good open field tackle. And the guy that made the tackle, the quarterback for the Byhalia Indians, number 14, Daquan Moore, made that tackle. So that was a great open field tackle to possibly save a touchdown. He was the only guy between Marion and Pay Dirt.
Well, it's a big third down right here for the Blue Devils. You don't want to come out and do third and out and be punting from this deep in your own territory. So you need to do this. You get this pickup. CJ's going to keep it himself, try to make the corner. He does make it. Now I think he's got the first down out there on the far side. He got over the first down marker. No flags.
I tell you, and you say no flags, that's the play that we've run multiple times, and most of the time we've run that play to the right side tonight, we've picked up a flag. So, and I looked like one of the defensive linemen for Byhalia was kind of talking to the referee. So, good play call, good conversion. Like you said, you don't want to go 3 and out on your first drive.
Yeah. So this time Marion's going to line up on the near side at slot. Colby Lafayette is all the way down over here. Single back. Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. The offensive line didn't move. The ball was snapped.
That may be a false start, Steve. Let's see if they give a false start.
Well, the far judge over there, they're going to say it's a fumble and a recovery by the Indians. Wow, how bad can that be?
I didn't think Water Valley was even set.
They weren't. So, well, I mean, the ball was snapped and half the line wasn't even down.
Yeah, and so I thought, well, maybe the referee saw that and noticed that's a false start. Nobody was set, but unfortunate turn of events there for the Blue Devils on the first possession.
Golly. So a gift to the Indians inside the 20-yard line. The back of the ball is touching the 20-yard line. They're going to line up slot left, I formation, hand it off to the tailback, and he gets nothing. He lost yards on that. He probably lost 3. Wow, good penetration right there by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I don't know who that. I think that was 44 Isaac Phillips that just went to the left tackle or the H-back. I couldn't tell who it was, but took him to his knees. And when the running back went to cut outside, his blocker kind of got in his way and then just stacked it up. And that's what we've got to do. Stack up that edge and set the edge on the defensive line.
Now Isaac swings around to the left side of the defensive line. We do a lot of moving with our defensive line. Jenkins on the right. Slot left, but they're bunched from it. They're going to throw back to the right. 1-on-1 with Chris Harris, and it is caught for a touchdown. Again, Harris never got his head around, never got his hands up, and the receiver just catches the ball over the top of his helmet for a touchdown. That's going to be about a 20.
Yeah, it's about a
22.
Yeah, 20. We stacked him up in the backfield the previous play. About a 22-yard pass to number 13, Miles Jones, a sophomore, 6'3", 180 pounds.
So this is surprising. The Indians are going to go for the extra point with the kicker, and they're behind on the scoring chart by 2. They should be going for 2 here. They're going to try the extra point. The kick is up and good. Wow. So 13-7 is your score in favor of the Indians. We'll take a break and be back for the kickoff right after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Valley Tool Incorporated of Water Valley, serving Yalobusha County for 2 decades, are proud supporters of Water Valley High School athletics. Valley Tool makers of fixtures, gauges, jigs, specialized tooling, precision grinding, production machining, and injected mold repair. Valley Tool with locations in the Industrial Park off of Highway 32 West and Railroad Street in Water Valley. Locally owned and operated by Casey Washington since 1997. Turnage Drug Store, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnages not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drug Store on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley. Main Street Coffeyville Insurance is now First Choice Insurance. We take pride in our customer service. Our goal is to build long-term relationships with our clients through our experienced agents and the ease of doing business. It is our belief that people should be treated equally with the respect and patience they deserve. Great customer service before, throughout, and after the process is our main concern. We strive to give you the best insurance experience. First Choice has insurance to meet your family's needs.
Byhalia, Mississippi, the Indians have just taken the lead over Water Valley 13-7 on a kind of unfortunate series of events there, Dean. That was crazy. Fumble by the Blue Devils that gave it the Indians in good field position, and they converted. This time the kick's going to Q Carruthers down on the 14, 15-yard line. He's got a good hole. He's got oh, no. Wow. He fell down. Grass Ninja tripped him up.
And then you get
but
a penalty
then you got a flag.
Too. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what was seen there, but that was it looked like the hole just opened up. Maybe it was because of a hold, but
I don't know. But where they just threw the flag, and he kind of cut it away from that play and went back up the middle. Yeah, I don't know.
It's unfortunate. And Q, like I said, he kind of broken it open, lost his footing a little bit, and tripped up, but it would have been called back either way. So Blue Devils will have it at their own 30-yard line. We spoke so highly of the way the Blue Devils started the first half. We're seeing a little bit opposite here, and that's what you see sometimes with youth is that we come out here in the second half, have a turnover.
I'll tell you what, you remember that time you saw me out on Grenada Lake and I hit a stump and my boat motor came off? That's how we started.
Yeah, I will never forget that day.
Second
I will never forget.
Bob, I went down to the bottom of that creek and got that motor.
He did.
Oh, goodness. All right, Devils' second possession of the second half. They're going to hand off to Mario Morgan, run around, end around kind of deal, and he's got another flag. Gee whiz. Are you kidding me? It doesn't matter what the play is because it's coming back.
Yeah, every time we've run to that right side, I don't know what's happening. But
and this was way over here on this side of the field, away from the play.
And it was late, very late.
Right.
Marion had already been hit one time and was breaking tackles when the flag came out. So,
And that's what we were talking about last year so much. You see so many holding calls and whatever and whatnot away from the play.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Uncalled for, yeah.
There's after that play is gone, our coach back then is just like, you know what? Don't even mess with them anymore.
Yeah, there's no need.
If you know the play and you know which way it's going, after it's gone, y'all can quit and get downfield and look for a block.
Yep.
Quit standing there getting in trouble.
Now you got to take Marion out of the ball game again. He's in so much on defense and offense, right. And John Surrett's out here wide to the left now.
This is when I put Dre McCray in, but they put Jaden Morgan in, and like you said, John Surrett, and they put him in motion, and they're going to hand it to Jaden right up the middle, and Jaden's found a little crease on the left side. I'm on the right side, but. I mean, it almost looked like he was about to break it, and then wham, just stopped in his tracks.
Somebody came up, and I don't know who it was, didn't get the number, but somebody came up out of nowhere and stopped him, like you said, dead in his tracks. It was a nice hole, nice gain, positive momentum. But again, when you're playing behind the chains like this, penalties have just killed us since our first drive. We're constantly behind the chains, playing down and distance.
Marion's back in the slot on the near side, single back. And CJ's looking to throw this ball. He's got pressure. He throws it out to Colby Lafayette, and he dropped it. Wow. Well, he tried to run before he had it.
Yeah, and what they ran there, they ran the same play they ran earlier with the wheel route, but this time both DBs ran with Marion because they saw the play, and it was a perfect play call. Colby standing out here and unfortunately just got a little quick, didn't make the catch, but I really like the play call there.
Well, Colby hasn't caught a whole lot of passes this year. He's dropped a few. Last year he was almost sure-handed. Every time he touched the ball, he caught almost every ball thrown to him.
Yeah, he's got big hands. Colby's a kind of a taller kid, big hands, and usually makes that catch. Come back to him later in the game, he'll make that catch.
3rd and 14. Oh, wow, he finally got that ball off, and Rutgers got it. Oh, my goodness, lay out, brother.
Well, and that's where you see Rucker being a kid that hadn't played football the last couple years. Yeah. He's got a skill set that you like at wide receiver, but it's just, 3rd and long there. You'd like to see a player lay out and try to make that catch, but that'll come with some experience. He'll understand that, hey, I got to go, give it my all on every play. And,
with Bud, when we were watching Bud as a sophomore and junior, that was the only thing he was missing. He had the size, he had the want to, but he didn't have the eye of the tiger, that whole desire to, like, the beast mode. He was missing the beast mode.
Yeah.
He would not go up and just be physical with these DBs and dive for the ball like you wanted. If you watch some of these guys in college and pro, they almost refuse to let that ball hit the ground. It's like it's almost personal. It's almost like I can catch anything. If I can get a finger on it, I can catch it. But he'll get there.
False start there, Steve, so we're backed up again, and these penalties are just really stacking up on the Blue Devils.
So Colby's back to punt. This time it's a pretty decent one, but it kind of lost rotation and almost died, but it's got a good bounce. It's going down the field. He touched the Indian.
That's our
ball
that's
right there.
Ball.
Ty Kirkendall has got a fumble recovery or turnover.
Football.
Yeah. That is going to it touched the Indian player and picked up by Ty Kirkendall.
Yeah, that should be Blue Devil football.
Well,
I'm
not seeing any signal yet from the White Hat.
Well, White Hat just made it to the official who should have made the call. That should be first down Blue Devils.
Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know what transpired there.
The only way that can be their ball is if it hit one of our guys first, and it did not.
And now we've got an unsportsmanlike against the Blue Devils.
Well, I think that was Marion maybe.
Nah, I think it was Kirkendall. Kirkendall was telling the referee the ball hit the guy. The referee had heard enough of it, so he's going to throw unsportsmanlike.
Well, that's 2 penalties on the referee I got.
That Kirkendall may be ejected from the game. We'll see. I don't know if a player.
No, sideline warning. What? On the Blue Devils. What?
Well, the guy in the middle of the field threw it, so I don't know how that would be sideline warning.
Coach Embry's out there in his ear. That's why.
Interesting.
Giving him an earful.
Interesting.
Oh, this is terrible. All right, hand it off to the tailback around the right side. And good job by Q Carruthers coming up for a loss. Tackle for a loss. What do they call them? TFLs.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, right now we need to be careful. Game's getting a little chippy.
Yep.
Kirkendall, you like the way he's setting the edge, but they're getting a little chippy, him and the right tackle over here. You just want to make sure we've had enough penalties tonight for so far through the game. We don't need any more. Let's just hold them right here, get the ball back, see what we can do on offense.
2nd and 12 for the Indians. Water Valley's in beast mode. They're ticked. Here they come. Oh, my goodness, that was a bad handoff exchange. It was a bad running back exchange. I think he just pulled it way late. I think the running back already had it. He pulled it back and took it and then picked up positive yards. But, wow, that was almost a fumble.
Well, it was such a bad exchange. We actually tackled the wrong guy in the backfield.
Right.
We had some guys there and thought it was going to be a handoff, and I think because of the exchange, we tackled the wrong person, and the quarterback was able to keep it, gain some positive yards. But this is a really, really big play early in the second half to see if we can get the ball back, because Byhalia at this where they are around midfield, they would not go for it here, I don't think, on 4th down.
I don't think they've even punted yet. They have not punted tonight. It's 3rd and 7 for the Indians, and Water Valley's trying. They got trips right. They put the near man in motion. And Marcus Cook comes through and puts pressure on him. That's called, but No flag. First down.
Yeah, 44. Isaac Phillips tried to release, and Marcus put pressure. As Isaac tries to release, he just gets grabbed by his shoulder pad. Unfortunate right there because the Blue Devils had some pressure on the quarterback. Made a great throw.
Wow. I mean, you got to hand it to the quarterback. Got out of the pocket. He got away from Marcus and made a good throw on the run. But, like you said, I'm getting upset with the calls right now.
Well, I mean, you hate to complain, but we haven't seen many of those flags that we've seen the holding on the Blue Devils. Haven't seen many on the other side of the ball. So,
right.
You think things go even out. Maybe they will. We'll see as the second half progresses.
Slot right, slot left. They handed up to the first guy. Marcus barely missed him, and then who is that? That's Q Carruthers that came in and stopped him for about a 3-yard gain.
Tell you what, Q's playing really confident right now. You can see him when he makes his decision. He's flying in and making the tackle. That's the second time we've seen him come in. He's starting to gain some confidence on defense and make some plays.
Well, and that's a veteran type deal. If you're going to make a move, commit to it. And I think that's where you see too many guys. They'll make the wrong play and be a little bit apprehensive.
A little hesitant, yep.
And then that's just a double negative. And then, the play blows up and you look like a fool. At least he's making a decision and committing to it. I like that.
You've got the big tackle on the left side. We'll see if they run that away here.
They're looking at second and long. They hand it off, and guess who's in the backfield? Parker Todd. Big time play, and they sack him all the way back across the 50. Cook comes up with the ball. They're not going to give it to us. They hate us.
They like for Parker that weak side linebacker to shoot the gap. And that time, sometimes it pays off. And that time he was able to shoot the gap, meet the running back as soon as he got the football.
That was a loss of 5.
You would like to see the referees blow that whistle earlier. We're gonna get close to getting a penalty here. We're going 3. Looks like 3 down linemen here.
3-2.
We're gonna play cover. We're gonna play cover.
Well, last time they did that, the quarterback took it himself and got the first down or touchdown.
2 high safeties right here.
We walked 3. We got 3 and 3. He's looking across the middle. He's got a man that was picked by.
That's Dalen Vaughn, a freshman.
He's around the right side. He's got a block. He's still on his feet. He's cutting back to the middle, now back to the outside, and he's going to be hit down at the 30-yard line.
And a penalty marker on the field. I just hope it was after the interception. It's going to be interesting to see what this penalty is right here on the far side of the field.
It's got to be a hold back there. But still, again, now why don't we just get so many flags on big plays? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. This one was thrown early. So
hopefully it was on the Indians, but it just does not seem that way. Some of the players are walking backwards, so that's not a good sign. Coach Embry's got his head down. I can almost tell you what happened just based on his body language.
Well, let's just hope that was
after the interception.
After the interception. Yeah, the ball's coming off the field, so
yeah, it's our ball.
Should be Water Valley's ball coming in.
It'll just be 10 yards from the spot.
Holding against the Blue Devils. But, hey, we got a big play. I just looked up and saw number 18, Dalen Vaughn, a sophomore, into the ball game, and he gets a tip pass for his first career interception. So you got to be happy about that, to see the youngster get in there and get an interception. Now let's just see if we can get this ball moving again.
Listen to this, 4:12 to go in the third quarter. Time is rolling.
Yeah, both teams running the ball. Makes this game move a little quick.
We just had a guy, offensive lineman, come in the game late. This time, CJ's going to try to keep it himself, and just great penetration by Indian defense. That's number 3 for them. He just came in untouched, and CJ couldn't get away from him. I mean, I don't think anybody could. He was there before CJ could even turn around.
Yeah, they're staying home on these quarterback read type plays. CJ's had a little bit of success, but for the most part, anytime he's pulled that ball, there's been a guy right there, and I don't know if it's a missed assignment,
right, or a misread,
something. but something's not going right with those quarterback reads.
That is a 7-yard loss right there. That was terrible. CJ's looking up the right side to throw it, way overthrown. That ball slipped in his hand whenever he came forward, and the nose sailed on him, and it just rode out of bounds. That's going to bring up 3rd and 17 for the Devils. So, unless something crazy happens here, we're going to negate the whole positive energy that we had with a little bit of negative, and that's 2 big penalties in a row. And we should have the ball up here on this side of the field if we didn't have the hold or blocking the back.
It's been consistent. We've seen it all night from the Blue Devils.
Slot right, slot left. CJ's got a little protection time. He chunks it up high, and there's got Dre McCray. He runs under, catches it. He's down the sideline. They won't get Dre. He will not get Dre. That's a touchdown, Water Valley.
And I'm going to tell you what, Steve, what's even more impressive than that, not just that your tailback caught a 75-yard touchdown pass. The most impressive thing to me was C.J. Telford stood in the pocket and saw that linebacker coming right in and threw that ball up, and I'm telling you, he took a lick.
Yeah, and that, I'll tell you what, that is important. But what is missing here, I want y'all to know this, Dre McCray might look like he's big, but the man can run fast.
He can run.
He can run a 4.6. Once he gets into fifth gear, he is actually really fast. That's why I knew that. Remember that run he had against Choctaw last year in the playoffs?
Yep.
That's one of the fastest kids out here. So John Surratt on to kick the extra point. This will be for the lead, actually. High snap, it's over his head. That'll be no good. John just tries to get on it.
And the referee needs to blow this dead. You cannot return anything in high school.
Once it's, yeah.
Just blow that dead.
So bad snap on the extra point. That could have given Blue Devils a lead. So it's tie ball game, 13-13, 3:17 left in the third. We'll take a break.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area, a way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
C.W. White Incorporated Petroleum Products in Water Valley supports Blue Devil football and academics, selling quality petroleum products at reasonable prices for over 60 years. C.W. White offers local express ethanol and non-ethanol gasolines. Open 24/7 on Wise Street in Water Valley. Also additional locations of local express and Sunoco fuels in Charleston, Batesville, Sardis, and Senatobia. Wishing the best for the Blue Devils this season.
Dr. Steve Edwards and the Tri-Lake Eye Clinic team strive to provide the best in optometry services. They're a full-service eye and vision care provider, accepting eye emergencies as well as scheduled appointments. Patients go there because they know they will receive the personal attention and professional care that is their foundation. They'll explain every exam and procedure and answer all of their patients' questions. The Tri-Lake Eye Clinic in Water Valley.
Water Valley fans, the ball game is tied 13-13. We had a bad snap on the extra point. That would have given us the lead if we could have converted that. So John Surratt to kick this thing off. He pooches it down to the 20-yard line. We got a flag for offside.
We were offsides.
Well, that's the first time they've called it this year, and I guarantee it's happened plenty.
Well, I've watched both sides tonight, and both sides have been offsides on every kickoff. But I will say for that one, we were probably 4.5 yards. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were so pretty far
they'll
off.
give you a couple of steps, but not 4 steps.
Yeah. We were pretty much offsides there.
So the Blue Devils back it up 5 and kick from the college spot, 35. The college and pro now. You know, back when I was kicking, they had to kick from the 30. You know? So, and brand new balls, man, I'm telling you.
Better angle to kick it out of bounds.
Well, we grew. I got more hair on my chest from having to kick from that far back, you know? It made me grow up. Surratt gets a taste of college right here, kicking from the 35. And, you know, remember last time he kicked it long and we got him stopped inside the 10. Let's see what happens here. He's going to do it again. He kind of pushes it right down the middle of the field inside the 20, and it's dropped again by the guy. Why we had 4 people over here on the sideline, I'll never know. But they got him stacked up just outside the 30, so not a bad kickoff coverage unit right there. After backing up 5, at this level, anything inside the 35 is pretty decent. I'll take it. Now it's time for the Blue Devil defense to step up. 3:05 to go in the third.
Yeah, we had a good, last series we stepped up, got the interception. That was critical. We thought we weren't going to be able to turn that into points. We had 3rd and about 15, and I'd be dang if we didn't hit a 75-yard touchdown pass. So let's just see if we can come out here, shut them down, get the ball back. You hate to see that extra point attempt not good. You'd love to have that 1
That's
point
our
lead.
first one this year that has not been made, I think.
Yeah.
So Devils time to step up. Here we go. Ball snap. They're looking to throw the ball down. They throw it over the middle, and it's behind the receiver. He got a hand on it, but no way to pull it in. 2nd and 10 for the Indians.
You don't see the quarterback make a throw like that very often. He's been pretty much on the money, and I will say they had the outside receivers had run everybody off. If he makes that catch, he's got a lot of green grass.
That's why it makes that throw even worse, because he had all day, and he could have led him as far as he wanted to and taken some off.
Probably the easiest throw he had tonight.
Right, exactly.
He's made much more difficult throws than that.
You're right. So 2nd and 10 for the Devil defense. They got slot right, slot left. They got single back. Parker Todd's coming up, and he shot the gap, and he's got more pressure by Isaac Phillips. He throws it up. Nice job by Marion Morgan to help break that play up over here on the near side. He's been solid tonight.
Well, as a Blue Devil fan, when the ball goes up, you like to see number 7 in coverage because
I cringe every time the ball is thrown.
But number 7 is usually in the right place. And what he does, he takes a good angle right there and times his jump perfectly, where sometimes we jump a little too soon or a little too late, but that was a good play.
If you remember, he was abused last year at Winona.
And he's learned.
And he's learned his lesson. And he's grown into the position, and he's got a different attitude about it this year. You can tell.
Trips to this side.
Wow. Single left, single back. They're looking to throw it, and they're throwing it back. Screen pass. Dre McCray's not fooled, and it's going to be a loss right there, buddy. And look, who is that came down with the ball? That ought to be Blue Devil ball. That was Jenkins that came up with it.
Well, the way these referees are so slow on their whistle.
We got a punt coming up. From the end. They got a player down. Wow, he's not moving, guys. That's not good. He is not moving. I see breath coming up. I hope he's okay.
I think that's the
there
kid.
He goes.
That's the kid that caught the little screen pass there, so hopefully he's okay.
I want to remind everybody while they're tending to him, that every Saturday and Sunday you can catch the playback channel 97 Max South, and starts or the YouTube portion of this starts on Sunday sometime or Monday morning at the latest. But if you want to catch the game on YouTube each week, go ahead and go to Water Valley versus Byhalia, and then you can click the subscribe button, like it, and you'll get a notification each week whenever it is posted. But you can look for the 2020 version of the game. So, but you can go back and check out every game the Blue Devils have played this season on YouTube. They don't go away. And you can go back probably in the past. Oh my gosh, Bob, how long can you go back? Probably 5 years, 2 years. Okay, 2 years.
It's good to see.
I know you can catch the state championship year, right? So yeah, you can go back and watch that season if you get bored on a Saturday and you want to binge watch some Blue Devil football. That would be pretty neat. Bob's telling me they might put on some older videos.
That would be
select
good.
games. So
they had a false start.
My goodness.
False start. Yeah, left side of the line moved a little early for Byhalia.
Well, this is good. Finally, the Blue Devils have them going backwards a little bit, but only when it's obvious.
Well, you're going to get good field position out of this punt here. So what you want as a Blue Devils is if it's not a good punt and Marion's back there,
I would have 2 guys back.
Let the ball bounce. Take the possession. You'd rather get the ball than something crazy happen. So just play it safe here. If it's not a good punt, don't take any chances.
I would bring Q Carruthers back here and split them because you never know what this. He might pull one right or left or shank it right. They actually kick it right to Marion, but it's rolling. He picks it up at about the 45 and gets it over across to the other 45 into Indian territory. So about a 10-yard gain after the catch. But still, again, with if 2 guys, you're on that, and you catch it in the air moving forward, and it may be a touchdown.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it worked out well, and Marion, I trust him to do that, but there's not many times.
Not many people.
Once that ball hits the ground, it's wet. It's wet out here. Dew's already fallen. You really don't want to see him pick up that football. But it worked out, and we picked up 10 yards, so now we're inside Byhalia territory from the 46.
1:58 to go in the third quarter. Tie score, 13-all. And CJ's going to keep it. He just got hit by 2 guys came through. Yeah, you were down, buddy.
Yeah, that elbow touch, but I
you
like
remember
that.
the game against Ole Miss and Auburn when our running back rolled over the Auburn defender and took off and ran to the end zone? That was Scott. That wasn't Scotty, was it?
No,
that was,
it was before Scotty. It was several years ago. But yeah, I remember that play well.
But I think he was hoping that they would call that.
And I've seen it happen against Ole Miss. South Carolina did that one year against us.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Blue Devils need to get some tear off some yardage right here. Marion's in motion, and CJ runs to the opposite side. He's going to try to take it up. He's got a little gap, and he got about 8 yards, 9 yards. No flag on that play that we've gotten about half the time.
Well, and that was a little bit quicker hitter. CJ knew that was a design run. He knew what he was going to do. It didn't get stretched out, but CJ slipped just a little bit and lost his footing as he was going to make a cut back inside, or that was a even bigger game. But 3rd and short, here comes your boy Dre McCray into the game on 3rd and short.
Less than a minute to go in the 3rd. Water Valley, they're going to put Dre in the slot? Are you kidding me? So Jaden Morgan's is he going to be quarterback? I don't even see CJ. Where's CJ? Yeah, Jaden by himself back. Jaden's at quarterback. We haven't seen this before. He puts Marion in motion. He's going to keep it himself, and he's got the first down. Wow, nice. They spread the field out and ran it right over the guard.
Yeah, credit to the offensive line right there. Some good blocks. The guys stayed on their blocks. That's a play that Byhalia's had some success getting penetration, and they ran it. Look at the side they ran it to, 56. They ran right at him. Kind of surprising, but you look at the Byhalia defensive linemen on their knees right now. This is where we might get going quick again, Steve.
Trey McCray still in the slot. Jaden's still back there at quarterback. Marion's in motion. Jaden keeps it again, but this time 2 guys get through the line and make the stop for about a 2-yard gain. Wow, good push by the O-line, like you said earlier. You don't gain 2 yards like that whenever you get that kind of penetration.
Well, and they had seen something. I just looked. There goes Jenkins out of the ball game, so they had brought him in on the line right there. So a little different look from the Blue Devils.
Well, that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Tie score 13-13. We'll be back for the 4th quarter after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Complete body repair. They do headliner replacement, vinyl top replacement, air conditioner repair, lockout service, and most any other body repair your vehicle would need. Luke's Body Shop has 24-hour towing, free estimates for any job. Ask about their coast-to-coast carports, buildings, and garages. When you're in need of body repair, take your vehicle to Luke's Body Shop, South Main Street in Water Valley. Open weekdays 8 till 5.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
The Grenada law firm of Horan and Horan specializes in criminal and civil law. Attorneys Kevin Horan, Jimmy Powell, and Brad Dagnott are ready and prepared to fight for your rights. They will explain today's complex legal procedures and provide individual attention. When you need experience and dedication, let them go to work for you. Contact them at 226-2185 or stop by 1500 Gateway in Grenada. A family practice since 1926.
All right, we're back for 4th quarter action. Blue Devils are driving. CJ gets the ball, hands off to Dre McCray going around the left side. He's going to try to make the corner. He does get the corner, but barely. He lost a couple yards back to the original line of scrimmage. That was just good pursuit by a couple of the Indian defenders. Man, if he could have just made – they were keying on him, you know.
Yeah, and you'd like to see some positive yards there because we're in 4-down territory. So if you get it to a manageable 3rd and 4th down, but now you're looking at 3rd and about 9. So that's going to, you really want to see some gains right here so that 4th down can be very manageable. I don't think the Blue Devils will punt here.
All right, so CJ hands the ball off to Q Carruthers right up the middle. He doesn't get much on that, so it's going to be 4th down and about 6, 7. Well, what I would like to see is the reverse run with Dre. Dre handed off to Q Carruthers coming around the other side. Oh, my goodness. And then Q can throw it. So maybe you run Marion down the field from the left side of the field.
Yeah, you'd like to see Q.
I've already drawn that play up 3 times.
And 56 coming out of the game, look, he lost his helmet. So opportunity right here.
So the Blue Devils will go for it. It's outside of field goal range. It would be a 47-yard field goal from here. So going to go for it. Slot right, single left, single back. CJ's going to break to his right, looking for a man. He's got Colby wide open. Colby tries to get upfield, and he's got the first down inside the 20, down to the 12-yard line. Great play by Colby, and that's what you said earlier.
Go back to him. And what you saw there, Colby looked like he was catching a dozen eggs. He made sure he brought that in softly. Did you see him? Colby said, I will not drop this ball. But what I liked was not after he caught it, he turned and looked to get upfield and fight, and got an extra 7 or 8 yards from that.
He made a little stutter step, but he wasn't studying it. He was like, I'm just going to try to get you a move so I can get you a little off balance so I can hit you.
Yeah.
And it worked out. 1st and 10, Blue Devils from inside the 15. Bad snap, though. He just had to fall on it. My goodness, come on, guys. Keep it consistent.
And I'm going to tell you what, Steve, they brought 51 Jenkins in, and he took his guy from the 12-yard line down inside the 5. They brought him in for one play, and they were looking to run to that right side.
Now he's coming out.
Yeah.
Dre McCray comes in. Q Carruthers goes out with Jenkins. Marion's in the slot. Demarius Rucker's on the far side. Colby's on the near side at receiver. Chance Dewberry is in the game. He'll be at H. So that is your offensive setup right now. CJ is quarterback. He's got a bad snap again. He picks it up, though. He's going to try to take it himself, but wow, he lost another 5 yards. So it brings up 3rd down and 22?
Yeah, and then, again, we've harped on this, but if it's not penalties, it's bad snaps or it's fumbles.
Well, I think that time was CJ just taking his eye off the ball a little bit.
He got a little quick on that one, and again, things like that are going to happen, but you hate to be inside.
We can't have them all happen at the same time.
You hate to be inside the 15-yard line and 2 consecutive plays, and you're back outside the 25-yard line.
That's the thing about team sports. You want to all work together a few plays, and if you're going to have a bad play, just have it sporadically, not all at once. CJ throws it out to Rucker. I don't even know why we did that.
Well,
he was well covered.
Yeah, that was not the design play.
Double
the design
covered.
play was the H-back. Dewberry ran kind of a hitch and go, and we thought we'd have him wide open, but it was well
covered
played.
Too.
Very well played. Yeah, that was his safety valve there, and not where the ball was really intended to even go. 4th down and a bunch. The Devils could get a first down, but it would be inside the 3-yard line. The ball is spotted at the 26 right now. So that's 23 yards you'd have to pick up right now to get a first down. Yeah,
Slot right. It looks like this is going to be a toss-up in the end zone. Dre McCray's in to block. CJ's going to keep it and try to run it. He gets down inside the 10-yard line, but that play wasn't going any farther than that. The Indians had a pretty good prevent defense on.
Well, and what happened there, Steve, again, CJ mishandled the snap a little bit, and it threw off the timing.
Right, that was a pass play.
Yeah, that was a pass play. And once he did that, he kind of freaked out a little bit and decided, I better just tuck this and get what I can, which is what you want to do, because what's happened, you put them back inside their 10-yard line.
Well, that's experience, too. So you give him a year or two more, and he throws that ball.
Yeah.
He'll settle in the pocket and throw it up to the spot it needs to be at.
Once he mishandled the snap, he got a little concerned.
So 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own, 7-yard line. Slot left. Bad snap. They fell on it, though.
Wow.
They got the ball back. It looked like the center or the quarterback just fell on it.
Yeah, the center just snapped it, and the quarterback was looking over at the coach and just snapped it and hit him in the legs. And the
That's
ball
being
dropped,
nice.
Yeah, the ball dropped down. And almost the same thing that happened to us a little earlier.
And it's weird that it's getting sloppy right now. And what's weird to me is it's the center snapping the ball early.
Yeah.
It's not the quarterback. And then the quarterback's taking his eye off of it for both teams. That's a little crazy. Good for us. 2nd and 12. Slot left and slot right coming up. Single back.
Wouldn't mind seeing a snap go kind of over his head right here.
Right. That would be nice. A little safety or a touchdown for Water Valley. He hums it up, and this time Rutgers got great position, and that should have been pass interference by the Indians.
Yeah, the receiver knew he couldn't get there, so he gives Rucker a little shove.
Right.
And it wasn't it wasn't the pass interference in a typical nature, but it knocked Rucker off of his momentum going to try to get football. I think he makes that catch if he doesn't get shoved.
Right. Oh, my goodness. We can't get a call. Obvious ones.
It's been a while.
It's weird. So 3rd and 12 for the Indians now. Blue Devils need a big stop right here. Make these guys punt from their own end zone. But you gotta defend that pass one more time.
Yeah,
and there's going to be a timeout Byhalia. They want to talk about it because this is a big 3rd down. We'll take the timeout with them and be back after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
At Yalabusha General Hospital, we're not stuck in the past. We strive for excellence in everything from our highly trained staff to our top-notch patient care, as well as our one-of-a-kind physical therapy department. And with our recently updated facilities, you'll not only get the best in patient care, but the latest technology for the most accurate diagnosis and treatments. We're not afraid of the future. We're making it happen at Yalabusha General Hospital.
A better quality of care awaits you here at Yalabusha General Hospital.
Valley Tool Incorporated of Water Valley, serving Yalabusha County for 2 decades, are proud supporters of Water Valley High School athletics. Valley Tool makers of fixtures, gauges, jigs, specialized tooling, precision grinding, production machining, and injected mold repair. Valley Tool with locations in the Industrial Park off of Highway 32 West and Railroad Street in Water Valley. Locally owned and operated by Casey Washington since 1997. Turnage Drug Store, the guardian of your health for over 110 years, is Water Valley's own locally owned pharmacy. Benny, Bobby, and the staff can help you with your prescriptions and over-the-counter meds. Turnages not only has medications you need, but gift items for your family. Stop in and set a spell and have something refreshing from the old-fashioned snack bar. Over 110 years of serving you and your family. Turnage Drug Store on Main Street in the heart of downtown Water Valley.
All right, we're back, Blue Devil fans. 3rd and 12 for the Indians from their own 7 yard line. This is a big play for the Blue Devils. Quarterback drops back in the end zone. He's looking to throw it over the middle and almost picked off by Dre McCray. It went through his hands.
Right through
Are you
his
kidding
hands.
me?
Dre made a great read on the ball. He saw the play develop, had the running back out of the backfield, would have walked into the end zone. Ball just goes through his hand. But, hey, you get the field position. You get to eat a little clock right here. Again, play it safe right here. They're punting out of their own end zone.
Well, we need to secure the ball first. And like I said, I would put 2 guys back here to prevent that ball from rolling all the way to the 50 on us. That is my biggest fear with 1 guy back here with an unpredictable punt.
Well, and he gets it off quick. As you said, he's close to the line of scrimmage, so he's a one-step punt it. He does not take any time. And they broke the huddle with 12 men, but.
Yeah, now that he's coming off, that's supposed to be a penalty. Oh, my gosh. Marion's going to field it about the 38-yard line. He's got a little room. He's got 1 man to put a move on. Oh, wow, what a lick by Parker Todd. He blindsided his guy, and he is down. Marion got inside the 20, down to about the 10-yard line. But, man, Parker Todd laid the wood to one of the Indian players, and he's hurt.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he's lucky there. That was way behind the play.
Right. He could have got a penalty.
Defenseless player out of the play. You want to be physical. You want to be tough. But that was well behind the play. We're lucky we did not get another unsportsmanlike right there.
It may have been a little bit of a dramatization because he got up. Now he's not even limping. Took a little water. He's walking like nothing happened. I think he might have just been trying to get the flag.
Great field position.
With all these players watching LeBron nowadays, I mean, how can you not learn how to flop?
Yeah, that's right. The king of flop.
King of flop. So, Blue Devils, 1st and 10, 7:36 to go in the ball game. Need something positive. Don't go backwards. Hand it off to Morgan right up the middle. That's Jaden Morgan. He got a couple.
Back to the 5. He's about the 6.
So, 2nd there. I'm just shocked Dre's not in the game right now.
It'd be interesting to see if they bring Jenkins in right here. They liked that the last drive.
I would have given Dre a breather and then bring him right in. And Jenkins in and put this ball in the end zone and then get them out for a minute or 2 before they get back on defense.
You may see Marion in motion take the jet sweep right here.
I'd like to see that. That would be a good play in this situation. So they're not. It's going to be a direct step. CJ's going to try to take it up the field himself, and he gets to the 1. Touchdown if they call it. Yes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That's going to be a 6-yard run by CJ Telford. Wow, nice job. Good blocking right there off the right side.
Good blocking. CJ was patient, got outside, waited for his hold, cut the ball up, and had to hit a guy about the 2-yard line. Had to show a little resiliency, a little strength to get into the end zone.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Now, again, a big extra point right here.
I want to be honest with you. I think that blew their mind that we were going to run that play. I thought they for sure thought we would not run that play right there. John Soretta in for the extra point. Walker Tedford to hold. We need a good transaction right here. We need a true kick. Snap is on its way. It's high. He gets it down. John just can't get that through. It's too high. We've had 2 really high snaps. Walker did a great job catching the ball. He got it down, but he still had his hands on it when John came through. And John tried to kick it, but there's just no way you can kick it with 2 hands on the 19-13. Water Valley has the lead, but could not convert the extra point. We'll take a break. 6:04 to play. We'll be back for kickoff right after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Your dream home is waiting. Buying or selling a home is a major life choice. Whatever your real estate needs, Sherry Fisher and Tony Hill can help you reach your goals with confidence. RE/MAX Legacy Realty expertise of the Water Valley market will give you the best possible experience from start to finish. Using the website, you will have all the information you need about the current real estate market. RE/MAX, the #1 name in real estate. See or call Sherry Fisher or Tony Hill in Water Valley.
The Grenada Law Firm of Horan and Horan specializes in criminal and civil law. Attorneys Kevin Horan, Jimmy Powell, and Brad Dagnott are ready and prepared to fight for your rights. They will explain today's complex legal procedures and provide individual attention. When you need experience and dedication, let them go to work for you. Contact them at 226-2185 or stop by 1500 Gateway in Grenada. A family practice since 1926.
All right, we're back. Fourth quarter action. Blue Devils just took the lead, 19-13, but missed the extra point, so they have got to hold that. I mean, we have tried to make it hard. So John Surratt puts the ball on the ground out there. Blue Devils are covering. Indians pick up the ball and run it for 15, 20 yards before anybody touches the guy right up there. We have got great coverage going down the field on the side of the field. Middle's wide open every time.
And what happens right there is the ball sits on the ground for so long, we're just steadily gaining ground. By the time he picks it up, we're kind of out of position a little bit. And,
no one's in their lane. They're running straight down the field on the sides, but there's no pursuit. We're not closing in on the ball, especially in the middle of the field. You know that's where most of your guys are going to get stopped, is in the middle of the field. That's what, that's why they have 5, 2, and 2. They're trying to stop the middle so they can push everything out. And so we've got to get to the middle of the field on kickoffs. All right, 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 43. Oh, the ball never got snapped, and the whole line went up and started blocking. The center even went up and started blocking, didn't even snap the ball.
Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one. Marcus Cook fell on the ball.
The whole line went back and started blocking. The ball still on the ground.
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen. I've never seen the center get up and block without the ball. I think it just slipped out of his hand when he went to snap it.
It could have, which would technically be a live ball, right?
Well, no, he's got to actually move it. I think that's just false start.
I thought he had moved it.
So slot left, 1st and 15 now. They hand it off right up the middle, and that's Blue Devil defense. Parker Todd got in there. It was Parker Todd initial hit.
Parker, Marcus, and Isaac Phillips in there. You're seeing the Blue Devils starting to fly around a little bit on defense.
Is that Kirkendall or Dre? It was Dre. Dre got in there too. So that'll be 2nd and 15 for the Indians. And we still got to watch out for that pass. Kiki Ruckers on the near side, DB. Q Carruthers.
They're going to throw it right here.
They're going to throw it here. So we need a good D rush. They throw it out in the flat. Oh, almost. Kiki almost got a hand on it. It was caught, but only for about 5 yards.
I'm going to tell you, it's a great catch by the wide receiver. Good concentration. Kiki flashed in front. You think maybe pick 6 there.
Right.
He kind of misses the ball.
If he broke earlier, it was.
And I'm going to tell you, that's great concentration by the receiver.
3rd and 10. That was a 5-yard pickup for the Indians. Blue Devils need to stop here. 5:41 to play in the game. Slot right, slot left. Their Indians are going single back, looking to throw this one. Devils need to stop. They're sending Parker Todd on the blitz, and he's got a little pressure. The Indians get it off, though, right off the sideline. They got a flag in the backfield. No play over here, so that'll be 4th down if it's a hold. Kirkendall. Well, I'm going to tell you what, the ball wasn't in the air, but for a second before that flag came in, because I saw it out of the corner of my eye,
Well, then it's
while
gotta
the
be a
ball
hold then.
it's got to be a hold, you would think.
You wouldn't think it'd be a late hit.
Right, you think a late hit would be personal foul. Oh,
Yeah,
gosh,
roughing the passer.
Are you kidding? That was a fast call right there, because the ball hadn't even broke the 50 whenever I saw the flag come out in the backfield.
Wow.
That is incredible. I tell you what, the refs have just been very strict on Water Valley and very loose on the Indians tonight.
Well, you hope the Blue Devils hold on, but if they go on to, if they don't win this ball game, you just have to look back at the penalties. I mean,
Right.
I would love to know the yardage we've had in penalties.
We've had that pretty much every week this year, and that's indicative of a young team, like you said earlier. Slot right, slot left. Blue Devils have a lot of guys back in coverage. They run it up the middle, and it goes maybe for a yard. So that play has not hurt us at all, hardly, maybe once tonight. Quarterback comes limping off a little bit.
He's coming to get the play and kind of got a little limp.
It's good to know. So second and about 9 for the Indians. It's like the Devils have got a little fire in them on the front. The defensive line has got a little bit of fire. They're getting after it. I know that.
As much as they're putting this ball in there, you'd love to see
Big six.
him miss a receiver and let's get a little interception here or something. Just get the ball back.
Hand it off right up the middle again. Fumbled ball. Blue Devils have it on the 45-yard line. That's big 51 Jenkins falling on it. That's what we needed right there.
The running back never had the handle on the ball. You could see it as he starts to run. He's steadily losing the ball. Makes a little contact.
You thought he was going to have it
out.
right there,
Yeah.
and when he went to pull it in, it popped right back out.
Right out. Let's eat some clock right here. Eat some clock.
4:38.
Eat some clock.
4:38 left in the game, up 6. Blue Devils need to control now. We got to control. No penalties. Move the ball. Move the chains. Move the ball. I think that's what Coach Emery said. Hey, if you get a penalty right now, you're running all week. You're not even practicing. You're going to run all
We have definitely shot ourselves in the foot tonight.
We'll have practice all day tomorrow, and you'll run most of it. The Blue Devils line up, trips left. Wow, CJ's going to take it to his left, try to make the corner. He's got a little speed. He's got the corner. First down, Blue Devils up to the 40-yard line of the Indians. Wow, nice play. And that was almost, hey, we're coming that way, and we're going to beat you there.
But you know, that play scares me. What have we done all night when we've gone stretched
We've seen
out?
that yellow flag come out every time.
And we stretched it. And the coaches have seen something on film where they know they can stretch that play out. It's just unfortunate we've done that tonight. We've seen a lot of penalties and a lot of holding.
And a couple of times away from the play, which is, oh my goodness, that's painful to watch. So Blue Devils working that clock. 16 on the play clock. 4:15 to go in the game. We may even call timeout. No? 7, 6, 5. Better hurry up. You don't want to get a penalty. 3, 2, 1. They just got it off in time. Handed off right up the middle. Jaden Morgan's got a little room. He may take it to the house. Let's see. He's through. He's inside the 10-5. Touchdown, Water Valley. Wow, what a run.
What a big run by a freshman. He gets to about the 15-yard line, does a spin move to get away from a would-be tackler to go into the end zone. Just a huge run by a true freshman for Water Valley.
I thought 3 times he was down, and then he just slipped through. You know, that reminds me of number 5. Who was that back in the day, Bob? Quarterback for Water Valley, played from like 5th.
EJ Bounds.
EJ Bounds, like he played like 5th grade to senior, you know.
EJ Bounds.
Seemed like EJ started in 7th grade, I think. So,
Blue Devils take a timeout.
That may do it right there. 3:51 to go in the game. Devils have got an extra point to make it a 13-point ball game. Want to remind everyone to catch YouTube on the weekends starting at 11 o'clock on Channel 97 Max South, and YouTube. Go on YouTube Monday night or Sunday morning and catch the playback on there. Just go type in Water Valley versus Byhalia. Make sure it's the 2020 version. And you can watch it in the bathtub while you're getting clean. Watch it in the car if you're not driving.
Okay, the first two locations you said. I mean, the bathtub and the car while you're not driving. I mean, just what about the living room? Okay.
Well, that's too obvious.
The back porch.
That's an easy play. We got to go for the harder plays.
Okay. We're lined up to go for 2 here.
Watch
Steve.
it in the deer stand tomorrow morning or Tuesday morning. We're going to go for 2, try to make it a 14-point game. CJ has got Dre McCray in the backfield. He puts Chance Dewberry in motion, slot right. He moves to his right and throws it out to Marion Morgan, makes the catch in the end zone. 2-point conversion, good. Water Valley takes a 14-point lead, 27-13, with 3:47 left in the ball game. Wow, amazing turn of events. We'll take a break and be back for the kickoff. After this, you're watching Blue Devil football.
Joe Black and Associates, public accountants located at 306 Railroad Street in Water Valley, are proud supporters of Water Valley Blue Devil athletics and academics. Black and Associates wish the best for the Devils not only on the field, but in the classroom, offering individual, business, and estate tax planning and tax preparation, electronic filing, payroll, and general accounting services.
Joe Black and Associates with locations in Water Valley and South Haven.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Midtown Auto Parts, your CarQuest dealer in Water Valley, has the parts you need for light and heavy-duty vehicles. Custom-made hydraulic hoses for the farm and heavy-duty equipment. 3- and 4-wheeler parts and small engine parts, too. Midtown turns brakes and rotors. Check out their full line of K&N air filters. Midtown Auto Parts in the middle of downtown Water Valley is now open 6:30 a.m. till 6 p.m., 6 days a week. It's Midtown Auto Parts, the real parts store.
All right, we're back. John Surratt's got this thing teed up and ready to kick off to the Indians. Water Valley just took a 14-point lead, 27-13. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. He kicks it deep to the 10-yard line. Indians are going to bring it up. Now we have good pursuit, but we let him slip through the one crack in the little shell that we had created. We're missing a man right there at the 11 o'clock position, and he slipped through.
Well, we had one guy there, and he went to make the tackle, and his head went straight down to the ground.
You know how you do that? You close your eyes.
Yeah, and when he did that, he kind of had a little whiff there. But, hey, ball's at like you said earlier, anytime you're inside the 35 in high school, that's pretty good. So the ball's at about the 33-yard line, where I'm sure the Indians are about to test our defensive backfield by putting the ball up in the air.
Yeah, so, and like I said earlier, I would love to see our DBs walk up and hit these receivers in the mouth or back up, one of the two.
Well, you're going to see Kirkendall in the slot hit that guy.
Okay, Parker Ty is coming over the middle. They've got a catch right up the middle, and he's off to the races. Kiki Rucker has got him down inside the 30 of Water Valley, and that's what we're talking about. They can score quickly. Why are we playing them normal? We either need to bump them or get back.
Kirkendall missed the bump. He went for the bump, missed it, and that was the guy that was wide open.
Well, good job by the quarterback picking that up. So right now, though, I'm not worried about that. We're worried about right now just running this clock, Nat?
Yeah, you don't want any big plays like that. I mean, first play they gained, about 50 yards inside our 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. He throws it up down the sideline, and Kiki fell down, but he dropped the pass. Wow. Kiki Rucker fell down when he tried to transition and turn his hips. He just fell down, and the receiver was wide open in the end zone and dropped it. Wow.
I tell you, it could not have started off the first 2 plays after going up 2 scores. You think, eat the clock, and 2 plays, they're in the end zone. Luckily for us, drop touchdown pass.
Wow.
But, 2nd down and 10.
All right, 3:05 to go. Look, he's got a little pressure on him. He throws it up over the middle. Parker Todd steps in front, picks it. Wow, nice job, Parker Todd. He had his man wide open, but Parker closed the gap and got in front of him. It was a weak throw.
You like to see the linebacker drop back like that. He drops back in coverage, and that's what you've got to do. Get deep on your coverage. They're not going to run the football.
Right.
Drop your linebackers back. Parker drop back. spun his head around, saw the ball in the air, made a good catch. Now let's eat some clock.
You know, but if I'm the Indians, if I'm the Byhalia coach, I'm mad. My guy needs to come up and make that play.
Yeah,
not sit
at
and
least
wait
play
on
defense.
It. Right.
Play defense.
You
Knock
got to
the
do
ball
something.
down.
Just don't watch it happen. So Blue Devils have got the ball inside their own 10 at about the 6-7 yard line, and 2:55 to play in the game. Move the ball and keep possession. This is that's a face mask. There we go. This guy calls it way back here, Nat.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. This guy right on top of it does not throw his flag.
Yeah, he got spun around. That was probably one of the more obvious face masks you'll see. And the referee right here on the left side, right in front of the plate, did not see it, but the back judge luckily saw the face mask.
He's 35 yards away from the play and threw the flag, and there's a guy less than 8 yards from him.
Now, I'm going to tell you, Steve, what just happened. The side judge comes in and says, no, it was not, and the guy from the back said, oh, yes, it was a face mask. He tried to come in and say he grabbed his shirt.
That?
I don't know what happened. Wow. But the back
this
judge,
guy must have went to school at Byhalia.
The back judge was not going to back down. I watched the conversation.
I'm glad you caught that. And that's the kind of stuff, a couple of years ago they had the officiating crew's manager. He came up and he would watch all these games and go down and talk to them at halftime. Hey, you guys are missing this bad. And I haven't seen him this year, probably because of COVID stuff, but we need him. All right, CJ hands off to Jaden Morgan right up the middle, and he falls forward for about 3 yards.
That's perfect.
Nice pickup.
That's what you want, 3 or 4 yards. Keep that clock churning.
So we're going to be under 2 minutes, well under 2 minutes when this next ball is snapped on 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I'm really surprised the Indians didn't take a timeout there. You get a stop on first down when you got 2nd and distance. You got to go ahead and use a timeout there.
They got 2 left, I think. So, 1:59 to play, 1:58. Still 17 seconds on the
Blue Devils in no hurry. Blue Devils in no hurry. They're gonna let the clock get down inside 7 or 8 seconds before they even think about snapping.
We got to hurry up, though. We almost got to delay a game on that last one.
Here we
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, got it off. CJ's going to keep it around the right side, and he's just not worried about even getting a yard. We just need to get it to the line of scrimmage and burn the clock.
I'm really, really shocked. It looks like Byhalia is just going to be content to let the clock run out. I mean, you've got a minute 30, 2 scores. I would try. As me, I'm going to fight to the end. I'm going to call timeout. You got 3rd and about 7. But they're going to let this clock run under a minute before we even snap the ball.
With their quarterback and receivers, I mean, anything could happen. You've got to call timeout. So, goodness gracious,
Coach
under
Embry
1 minute.
May just call a timeout here when he gets down to about 1 second. Talk it over.
That'd be a great call. Yep, and he did. He called timeout. You saw him over there hanging out with the official.
Yeah, once they they're not talking about where they're going fishing this weekend.
Right. And he's not wanting to just hang out with them tonight anyway.
No, he's probably saying, look, when that thing gets to 1, I'm calling a timeout.
We'll keep it here on the break. We'll be back next week playing Independence. Independence will come to Bobby Clark Field. Nat, last week before, we mentioned that this is the 20th anniversary of the state championship ball club, and this is what, Bob? How many years has this been since Bobby Clark Field was named Bobby Clark Field? Is it the 30th, or is it? Did they name it the same year as the championship year? 30 years on the championship, 20 years on Bobby Clark Field. Okay, I had that backwards. Okay, so Devils come back on the field. 52 seconds left to go in the game. Up 14, 3rd and 7 though. Uh-oh, no. Oh, my goodness, the Byhalia jumped. They're going to get a penalty. Yeah, they came across the neutral zone into the Blue Devil territory, so now we're going to have a 3rd and short situation, 3rd and 3.
Well, and the Blue Devils kind of changed up. Usually they bring Mariani Morgan to get that penalty call. That time they used their H-back, Chance Dewberry. He did a quick shuffle step across in motion. Byhalia had not seen that, caused him to jump.
So Blue Devils can end the game right here with the first down. It would be over with. So CJ hands it off to Jaden Morgan right up the middle.
How to do it.
And if they get a good push, it is a first down, and Blue Devils can just sit on it now. It's over with.
Yeah, you'll see the victory formation. And may not have to snap it. Well, they just started the clock. I was going to say they'll
have to snap it once.
They will have to snap it once. They'll take a knee, and the Blue Devils will move to 2-2 and 1-0 in the region play.
And Byhalia, man, as many athletes as they have, I figured it would be a tough fight tonight, but I was a little nervous. I'll be honest with you. I thought we were up against a giant, but.
Well, it's a testament to two things.
Yeah.
I think the coaching staff had a good game plan on both sides of the ball, and then these kids, Steve, they're growing up a little bit. You're starting to see some kids make plays, gain a little confidence,
especially in the secondary.
That's right. So
even though we're getting beat on a few plays, we're getting better, and we're knocking out some of these big hitters that plagued us in the other two games.
That's right. That's right.
So, how many seconds is that?
That's the ball game.
That's the ball game. All right. So the Devils 2-2. Take this game 27-13. We'll take a break and be back for the Dunn's Country Store scoring summary after this. You're watching Blue Devil football.
Main Street Coffeyville Insurance is now First Choice Insurance. We take pride in our customer service. Our goal is to build long-term relationships with our clients through our experienced agents and the ease of doing business. It is our belief that people should be treated equally with the respect and patience they deserve. Great customer service before, throughout, and after the process is our main concern. We strive to give you the best insurance experience. First Choice has insurance to meet your family's needs.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
In Water Valley, see your good neighbor agent, Andy Epps, for your insurance and financial needs.
State Farm.
The Blue Devil Scoring Summary is sponsored by Dunn's Country Store on Highway 32 West in the Silverina community. Features hickory smoked barbecue, hand-patted never frozen hamburgers, farm-raised catfish, and their cooked-to-order ribeyes served each Friday and Saturday nights.
All right, we're back in Byhalia, Mississippi. Water Valley has put this one in the books. 14-point victory, 27-13. And Nat, it came late, but it's time for the Dunn's Country Store scoring summary. Tell us how it all went down.
Yeah, so we go back to the first half with 7 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Dre McCray takes a 25-yard touchdown run off the right side. Extra point was good by John Surrett. The Blue Devils led 7-0. Then right before the half ended with 35 seconds remaining in the half, quarterback number 14, Daquan Moore for the Indians, goes in for a touchdown. Extra point try was no good, so that left us with a score of Water Valley 7, Byhalia 6 at the halftime intermission. Come out in the second half, and you saw with 9 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Byhalia hits a big play, a 22-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback Daquan Moore to number 13, Miles Jones. Extra point was good this time with Byhalia leading 13-7. Move along, and with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, a big 75-yard touchdown pass from C.J. Telford to Dre McCray. Extra point no good, so with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter, your score was 13-all between Water Valley and Byhalia. Move to the fourth quarter, C.J. Telford hits a 6-yard TD run. Extra point again no good, so with 6:54 remaining in the ball game, the Blue Devils led 19-13. And then to ice the game with 3 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the ball game, Jaden Morgan runs a 40-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion, C.J. Telford to Marion Morgan, was good. So now that put us up 2 scores, and your final score at the end of the ball game, your Water Valley Blue Devils 27, Byhalia Indians 13.
Well, great night for the Blue Devils. I'm seeing Zach Martin coming off limping. He's got ice on his knee real bad. That's not good.
Yeah, that was on the kickoff return. I saw Zach go off the field with a limp, so you hate to see that. Hopefully it's nothing major. He's putting some pressure on it, but you definitely hate to see a senior like Zach going off the field with a limp.
Well, I think the Blue Devils came out, and you know what, Nat, seriously, in all fairness, I thought we played a really good game other than the holding penalties and the no calls on the Indians. Well, I mean, crazy no call.
Penalties and then just negative plays. We had so many negative plays, snaps mishandled, snaps going over the head. So if you looked up there for about the middle part of the game when we weren't scoring, is because we had 2nd and 20,
right,
3rd and 15. It's hard to draw up plays for that in high school.
And it wasn't that we were losing yardage. We were gaining yardage, but we lost it right back.
That's right.
We weren't going backwards. We were kind of just stalling out, running, like you said, negative plays, and then and you can't run negative plays and positive plays and move the ball forward. So, but in the end, it all worked out. It was good, and the Devils came away with a victory. Independence will come to town, and we'll have a new head coach for them. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about that ball club. Right after this, you're watching Blue Devil football.
Midtown Auto Parts, your CarQuest dealer in Water Valley, has the parts you need for light and heavy-duty vehicles. Custom-made hydraulic hoses for the farm and heavy-duty equipment. 3- and 4-wheeler parts and small engine parts, too. Midtown turns brakes and rotors. Check out their full line of K&N air filters. Midtown Auto Parts in the middle of downtown Water Valley is now open 6:30 a.m. till 6 p.m., 6 days a week. It's Midtown Auto Parts, the real parts store. Valley Tool Incorporated of Water Valley, serving Yalobusha County for 2 decades, are proud supporters of Water Valley High School athletics. Valley Tool makers of fixtures, gauges, jigs, specialized tooling, precision grinding, production machining, and injected mold repair. Valley Tool with locations in the Industrial Park off of Highway 32 West and Railroad Street in Water Valley. Locally owned and operated by Casey Washington since 1997.
When did insurance companies start emailing handshakes? Why is a billboard the only place you see your agent's face? Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
See agents Chuck Upchurch, Don Gray, and Bradley Brown.
There's a special quality of life we enjoy here in our area, a way of life you don't find just anywhere. And at Mechanics Bank, we're working together with you to keep a good thing growing. It's that hometown feel, that commitment to make sure you get not just words and empty promises, but genuine, helpful financial service from local people who share your values and have a heart for your community. Standing strong, standing the test of time. Mechanics Bank.
Next week, Independence comes calling to the Blue Devils. They're going to come to Bobby Clark Field, and for the first time in a while, Independence and Coach Russo will not be a part of this game. I know he was a assistant coach for Water Valley for years and years, and then went to Independence. So we've had some kind of contact with him for the last 10, 12 years, and then so now he's moved off to greener pastures, and it's going to be a whole new world with not having him on the football field this year.
Yeah, he went back home. He went up to Tishomingo County, which is where he's from, up in that area, Burnsville, Iuka area. So he's back home. I think he's doing some good things there. Independent's going to come to town there. I think they were 1-2 going into tonight, but I saw they were up big on Holly Springs, so they'll come in the same identical record, 2-2. They'll be 1-0 in region play, just like us, so it should be another good Friday night of football.
Well, I'm just looking at the standings. So I think we mentioned it earlier. Senatobia is 2-1, and they played North Panola tonight. So that's going to change a little bit. So either North Panola is going to go 1-2 or 2-1, and Senatobia will either go 3-1 or 2-2. So, but that leaves us and Independence fighting it out for third at this point. So it's a very important game for the Blue Devils next week to come in and set the tone early and try to get that win. But, I think Nat Keys for next week, as long as if we can move the ball like I think we did tonight, I thought we'd move the ball fairly well. But like you said, if we can cut out some of these negative plays and some of the penalties, I think we're okay.
Well, there was a lot to build on tonight. You saw an offensive line that has struggled through the first 3 ball games start to get some momentum, starting to push some guys back. And that's what you want to see. It's a lot easier to build off a win than it is a loss. So you can take the tape. These kids will take it and learn from it. And it's much easier to practice a week after a win than it is a loss for sure. So I look forward to a team, as we talked about before the game, that continues to improve week by week. And by the end of the season, who knows where this team may be.
Right. You never know. Well, next week, I invite everybody to come on out. Bobby Clark Field, I think it's 75% capacity, so the stadium is open a little bit more now because of Was it 50? I heard 75 at some point, so 50% competitive, which
50,
is
75.
They don't care.
Yeah, let's go.
Just come on in and try.
Let's support these kids.
So until next week, I'm Steve Lindsay with Bob Murphy and Nat Dean. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Today's game has been brought to you by Turnage Drug Store, Farm Bureau Insurance, Tri-Lake Eye Clinic, Midtown Auto Parts, Mechanics Bank, Water Valley and Oxford, Valley Tool Incorporated, State Farm Insurance, C.W. White Incorporated, Black & Associates PA, Luke's Body Shop, Renaissance Bank of Water Valley, Horan & Horan PLLC, Remax Legacy Realty, Sherry Fisher, Yellowbush General Hospital and Nursing Home, First Choice Insurance with 3 locations, Crow Martin PLLC, and Dunn's Country Store. Water Valley Blue Devil Football has been a production of Murphy Productions.